All right. And with that, guys, we're live. Welcome back for another edition of Darwin's Raven. Of course, tonight we're going to be not doing a Ravens game, but of course, Sunday night football. The Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys today, of course, and what should be a powerhouse showdown of the NFC East. We made some jokes earlier today about these fan bases being a little annoying, so now I get my karma. I got to get a tissue before I start. Clear out my throat. Get ready. Hey, welcome in, Oak Squirrel. Welcome in, Nayo. I know who's your team tonight, guys. Like official. Like, make your claim before the game starts. You feel me? I honestly, I don't know. The 49ers have been the benchmark for me in the NFC. Hi, Boo Bear. You want to play? My dog wants to play with me. So, we got to talk about Shohei. The Philly pride and the Philly way. Hey, welcome back in TTV. Okay, Nao, you a Dallas fan? I got respect, honestly. As a Baltimore Raven fan, I'm kind of excited. I have not been able to watch the Dallas offense, and from my understanding, this offense is the hype. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited to see if y'all are every bit, Cowboy Nation says you are. Got to go with my boy Stephen A. Smith, right? Dark's calling it 31-28 Cowboys win. And look at that beautiful stadium, A&T Stadium there in Arlington, Texas. So this is going to be a home game for the 9-3 Dallas Cowboys taking on the 10-2 Philadelphia Eagles tonight on Sunday Night Football. And we've got so much to talk about, guys, not only about this game, but in general, things, we just saw across the NFL. If you weren't here with us earlier, Baltimore came down to a fantastic last-minute finish. Hey, Jonathan, welcome in. Let's go Cowboys. Okay, so Jonathan's on the Cowboys side. You know what? Honestly, I think I'm rooting for the Cowboys tonight. I got a few Philly fans. They had their chance. Cowboy fans, they've been willing it for a while. Maybe this is y'all's year finally. Your only roadblock, in my opinion, is the real roadblock is the Niners. But let's talk about this matchup, guys, real quick before the game gets started. Eagles coming in tonight with a 7th-ranked offense, 10th-ranked defense, taking on the Cowboys, who overall have a 4th-ranked offense and 4th-ranked defense. So looking at the numbers, of course, looks like Cowboys have the early edge. Jalen Hurts coming into this game with an 82.2 PFF grade versus Dak Prescott's 92.9 PFF grading. Dak, an impressive 97.0 while under pressure this season, according to PFF. Definitely something to keep an eye on. But the real story of this game is going to be the story of the lines. Both Eagles and the Cowboys have an amazing offensive and defensive lines. Looking straight across the board, you got Tyler Smith and Zach Martin, the guards for the Cowboys, ranked 4th and 13th in the NFL. They've got Tyrone Smith, the number 2 ranked tackle. And of course, on the Eagles side, you got Jason Kelsey, the center, ranked number 5, Jordan Mallietta, number 5 tackle, and Lane Johnson, number 9 tackle. So, battle of the trenches tonight. And, he's bringing the ball out on the original kickoff. He's got some space on the left side and down at the 25-yard line, so where he would have been. And we're going to see Dak Prescott and the Cowboys offense out here. PFF's ranked number 1 ranked quarterback in the NFL right now. CeeDee Lamb, the number 3 ranked PFF wide receiver. Let's see if we watch this Dallas magic happen. Nao says, hey, what is 1 + 1? I don't know, Nao. What is it? 1st and 10. Cooks the man in motion for the Cowboys. Play action. Prescott rolling out left. Got a halfback. And that's Pollard for a gain of maybe 5 to 6 on the play. Leads the league in touchdown passes with 26, second in QB rating. '21. 2nd and 4, screenplay going to Pollard. Makes a few men miss and able to pick up the first down. What's going on here? It is good to be here, guys. I don't know about y'all, but welcome in, guys. Welcome, welcome. 13:55 here on the clock. Cowboys ranking 2nd in the NFL in third down conversions this year. Let's see if they can continue that trait today. 3rd and inches. Empty backfield for Dak. Motion going right. It's going to be a sweep to Cooks. Or I'm sorry, that's Turpin. My apologies. Down the right sideline and another big gain for the Cowboys. That's going to be officially 22 yards. Turpin on the end around for the Cowboys. Number 9. Hey, a lot of people leaning towards the Cowboys win already. In chat, let's see if they can keep it. 21. Can you do something for me? Hey. First and 10. A lot of 3 wide receiver sets here. Dak calling the mic. Handoff going to Pollard up the middle. Makes a man miss. Gets to the first down and some. Gain of maybe about 12 on the play. And we're officially less than 13 minutes left here in the first quarter. Let's watch this replay here. Eagles in a wide formation here. Linebackers crash down, but the Cowboys offensive line able just to hit them and move them basically. Double team the initial down lineman for the Eagles. Hey, welcome in, ES. Motion here for the Cowboys. Handoff going left. And my apologies, I'm still learning some of the Cowboys players here. That's Dowdle, the backup running back here. So as they're introducing the Eagles defense here, let's talk a little bit IA or inactives for today. Eagles, we have Rashad Penny, the running back, more of a depth guy. Moro Ojomo, more of a depth run defender. But Albert Okuwanban, the backup tight end, might be a story here. Running back, or Cowboys, of course, missing running back Deuce Vaughn, Jalen Brooks, and some backup defensive backs. So no big injuries here for the Cowboys, really. And, of course, big story might be Shaquille Leonard, who came over from the Colts after being cut. Signed with the Philadelphia Eagles. Yes, I am so glad the flock won as well. It was one crazy game. It's just funny. I've been calling out Devin Duvernay on his punt return recently. We put Tylan Wallace in. Tylan Wallace takes it to the house. I'm just saying it's on tape. 3rd and 1. Dak going to keep it. And first down for the Cowboys. Continuing that really good, 3rd down conversion rate. And it's one of the things I like to see from an offense. They, get into good 3rd and convertible situations. Where you can really keep the defense guessing on your run-pass difference. Of course, if I remember my stats correctly, the Cowboys only run the ball like 40% of the time, so of course going a little more pass-heavy this season. But how can you not when Dak's playing how he is? Play action, Dak looking deep, going right side, and got him, man, but is it a catch? That's CeeDee Lamb, and I think they're going to say out of bounds on the catch. Ravens Gunny joining us in chat. Hey, Levi, crazy game for our Ravens. On to the next. Have a good stream. Flowers, sauce, and go Ravens. Welcome back in, my boy Gunny. Hey, welcome back, Neo. What's your favorite song? Ooh, that's tough. I have way too many. Honestly, I've been listening to a lot of Toby Nigwe recently. I like a lot of I Prevail. My music taste is very broad. 2nd and 10. Dak looking for the outlet pass. Got his running back on the right side, and Pollard looks like he's got another first down, and Pollard just looks like he makes up a lot of ground quickly. Like he doesn't have fast steps, but I wonder what his height is, because just his running style, he covers ground quickly, but it doesn't look like he's moving fast. Oho, welcome into the chat. Tim Soul, welcome in. Go Cowboys. I got a lot of Cowboys Nation in here tonight. Welcome, welcome in. We're actually rooting for the Cowboys tonight over the city of brotherly love, Eagles. 3rd and 2. Dak in the shotgun. Stack formation, slot left. Dak looks there, goes back right, having to roll out left. Finds a man wide open. That's Lamb, and he's going to walk into the end zone. We've got a flag on the play, but Lamb is dancing in the end zone right now. Eagles are pointing that it's on the Cowboys. Let's wait for the official call. Oh, I think Jonathan says, I love some country music. I can dig country too. I grew up in the South. There is no foul on the play. The result of the play is a touchdown. And with that, the Cowboys and CeeDee Lamb walking into the end zone to take an early lead in this game. And like they're saying here, here's what the West Coast offense is all about. Dak makes literally 3 to 4 reads on this play, then rolls out and finds CeeDee Lamb on a short crosser on the left sideline. And like I said, CeeDee just walks it in. CeeDee said, I'm going to walk it out in the Cowboys end zone. And, of course, PAT is good. And with 10 minutes left, the Eagles are going to come out here looking to respond against the Dallas Cowboys. Michael, 1980, joining us in chat. Welcome back, my guy. I'm glad to see you're back for another game. Keep it up. Man, I'm trying, my guy. And, we hit that 500 subscriber goal earlier today in our previous game with the Ravens. And I am on stream saying, hey, guys, if y'all help me hit this 500 goal, I will, of course, start calling a second game other than the Ravens game every week. And I might do mostly Sunday night games, but we will see about that. It's basically I have a Peacock subscription. Therefore, I actually can stream this game up at live real time. And we're talking general because we're on a commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. But, so I might be doing more Sunday night call games. I might be, I think I have another subscription that gives me an actual up-to-date game without having to pirate, pull a Southern Africa tip. But, so, I mean, guys, this game is going to be really interesting. Like I said, both offensive lines are outstanding. Both defensive lines, the pass rush for the team rank for the Eagles coming into this game, ranked number 5. Pass rush for the Cowboys coming into this game, 90.6 rating. That's number 2, only behind Bosa and Chase Young in San Francisco, basically. So the Cowboys are getting some pressure on teams. That definitely is going to be something to watch tonight. The true difference when you look at the stats between these teams, though, is the Eagles are ranked currently number 27 in pass coverage, while, of course, DaRon Bland leading the Cowboys unit at number 6. DaRon Bland coming into this game, 91.9 rating according to PFF. That's number 1. So DaRon making his, case for Defensive Player of the Year. Dak Prescott, interesting fact I also found coming into this game, guys. Dak is the only quarterback in the NFL to have 4+ games this season with a PFF grade of 90+. But I'm really interested to get y'all's thoughts on, did anyone else see the brawl that just happened between the Seahawks and the 49ers prior to this game? Honestly, I think the Eagles and the Cowboys and the Niners are the true only 3 contenders in the NFC. I want the Lions to be that, but I think they might still need one more year. And also, if Jared Goff dips off next year, mark my words right now, Hendon Hooker will take over that job for the Detroit Lions like that. Dark says, Cowgirls on top. Hey, don't call him. Don't be mean. And with that, the kick is away for Dallas. Not going to get a chance to turn it. Hey! Goes through the up bank. According to Justin Tucker, the Cowboys get an extra point. Michael says, how do you feel about them having games on Black Friday and some Saturdays? It makes it, I think in general, it's getting so hard to actually be able to watch your game. You know what I'm saying? Like there are so many different networks with so many different things. It's like impossible to keep track of it all. So, seeing them branch off even more, I think, they know better than we do. They know the stats, they know the numbers. They're paying people millions of dollars to analyze the data. So they're probably right, but I don't know if I generally enjoy it. And DeAndre Swift going right on the first run. Short gain on the play. I know I've got so much stuff to talk about from these other games. There was a brawl in the 49ers Seattle game. Mahomes trying to go after a ref in their game versus the Bills. We got quite a few injuries. Like, who do you think was the biggest upset today? I've got so many questions for y'all. 2nd and 6 here. Hurts going to be a quarterback keeper. Tons of room and a large gain going to be down at the 41-yard line of the Eagles after the quarterback keeper. 9:15 here in the first quarter. Dark says, how do you feel about the 8 p.m. games and 2 Monday night games? I kind of miss having just one game on Monday night. Like, I kind of get it. There's space, different companies are taking it. I think that's a little bit to do with it, but 8:50 here, empty backfield for Jalen Hurts. Getting pressure. There's a flag. I'm going to guess that's got to be a hold against the Eagles' offensive line. Looks like Micah Parsons and the Cowboys were just swallowing the Eagles' offensive line right there. Oh, illegal use of the hands to the face. Defense. That's an automatic first down. That's actually on Micah Parsons of the Cowboys. Let's watch the replay. Lined up over the right tackle here of Lane Johnson. And yep, that is a good call. He absolutely dead center of the face mask, grabs it and rides it up to the point. His chin guard sitting on his nose, basically. Gonna break his nose. Lane Johnson about to get angry after that play. I know I would be. First and 10 after the penalty. Ball on the 45-yard line. Clock at 8:41. Jalen Hurts looking deep right. Got a one-on-one. And, A.J. Brown about a half a step away from getting the ball. Definitely had the half step on Stephon Gilmore in the coverage. But Hurts unable to reel that or line up with his guy. Oh my God, my nose. Yeah, a little bit of hand fight in there. They let it go, though. A.J. Brown, honestly, could have, if the ball had been thrown earlier, could have maybe been called for offensive pass interference. I saw a full arm extension, but I guess that's just my opinion. 2nd and 10. Cowboys just lining base 4 here. Stunt run on the right. And that's Godare with a catch over the middle for the Eagles, and I think he's going to be just short of the first down. It says they're giving him 10 yards, so I think that's going to be an official first down here. One thing to keep an eye on, apparently, the Eagles have apparently, fantasy football stat I found, struggled against tight ends this year in the NFL. We'll look to see if that's true. Welcome in, Ron Duffney. You're green. Are you an Eagles fan? 1st and 10, stack formation right here for the Eagles. Double tight end left. Handoff going up the middle. Good cut by Scott, and maybe a gain about 4 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 6. 7:45 here in the first still. And they're introducing the defense here for the Cowboys. You've got to really talk about, though. Micah Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence are basically Chase Young, Joey Bosa-esque. Technically the other two are doing it a little better currently, but they're absolutely carrying this defense and allowing Deron Bland to really read the backfield when he plays. Because you can see right now they're playing like 5 to 10 yards off almost. 2nd and 6. And looks like a false start here on the Eagles. I think that's on Lane Johnson, 65. I'm doing good, Ron. How about yourself, my guy? And second down, 5-yard penalty. Dark says we need the Titans to win against the Dolphins-Titans game. I mean, yeah, we kind of need the Titans to pull one off just to... Oh, look at Lane Johnson's nose. The blood coming from his nose due to the illegal hands to the face. And that's what I was talking about. When his chin guard gets stuck on his nose, that's easy broken nose like that. I'm telling you right now, as a tackle, I'm flipping a switch. I'm ready to hit somebody if I was a tackle for the Eagles right now. 2nd and 11. Hurts over the middle. Got a man. And looks like the ball came out though. Devonta Smith with the original catch, but a big hit on the play. Looks like it jarred it loose and incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down here. And Jonathan says, and Packers versus Giants, who you got? I mean, I got to root for Grossi's Packers in that one a little bit. The Giants, I was hoping for better, but man, their offensive line is atrocious. 3rd and 11. Big 3rd down here for the Eagles. I wish the Giants somehow would pull something off, but you know. Oh, and we either have a false start or an offsides on the left tackle now. Let's wait to see. They're both pointing at each other. Refs are coming together. We got 4 refs all in a huddle now. Let's see. False start. Offense. Back up the Eagles again. Cowboy fans. And you know what's crazy to me right now? How I feel like quiet the Cowboy fans are in the stadium. This is Arlington. You're in a dome stadium. Get a little louder. Maybe it's just the broadcast is doing a good job of killing the noise, but I feel like they're not even that loud right now. There's a little more noise. Dallas bringing some heat. Jalen climbing the pocket. Going over the middle. He's got a man wide open. That's Devonta Smith. And he's down at the 21-yard line of the Cowboys. Eagles are basically in a red zone now. Crazy. Cowboys win rate this season, 76. Oh, they're going no huddle here. Quick little screen. That's the tight end, and he's got another 1st down for the Eagles. And we got a flag on the play now. Pass interference on the offense. They're going to call an illegal pick play on the Eagles here on A.J. Brown. Let's see. We got the replay here. Yeah, he's definitely... It's very obvious he was trying to throw a block there. You got to just run the route and hope it works out, you know. Definitely a good call, actually, by the refs against the Eagles. 1st and 20 now. Ball on the 31-yard line after the 10-yard penalty. Orbit motion by DeAndre Swift. That means the out and back, basically, checking for the coverage. Jalen Hurts going to keep it running up the middle, and oh, it's a fumble, though. Ball's out. Looks like Dallas has got it at the 20. Cowboys are motioning. Refs motion. Cowboys ball. And with that, the Eagles, after a good drive, fumble on a quarterback keeper. Of course, it'll be reviewed by the NFL. All turnovers are. The head coach, Sirianni of the Eagles, making sure. And yet, that is clearly a fumble. Good job. I believe that's number 6. Wilson of the Cowboys getting the credit for the strip. Titans and Dolphins, close game, though. 3 points or 2, just like the Ravens game. Oh, man, that's crazy. And, guys, we're having a drink tonight now. It's a little later, after dark. We've got a nice little Crown gift cup. I'm a grown man. I'm drinking with a straw because I hate getting it all in my beard and mustache currently. and great play by Donovan Wilson. And they're trying to console Jalen Hurts there. Hey, it's good, little man. But he's definitely taking that to heart. Jonathan Thompson says that was a battle between the Ravens and Rams. Oh, yeah, man. Just absolute craziness. Man, did anyone see also there was a big injury to Justin Jefferson earlier today. He took a shot going over the middle to his chest rib region, basically, on, I believe, his right side. And actually, as a precautionary measure, the Vikings took him to the hospital. So, wishing the best for one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. Apparently, Derek Carr suffered 3 rib fractures in the Carolina Panthers game. So, but man, I gotta talk about like the NFL is getting really upset supposedly with the bad calls of these NFL refs, and we're talking a little bit of everything because we're on commercial break, guys. But from my understanding, they at one of the games they sent extra officials to make sure and basically watch the officials and grade them. And of course, we saw Patrick Mahomes was absolutely livid in the Bills game, supposedly a missed offsides penalty. Who knows? Hey, there's our boy Penguin Goats, our resident Green Bay Packer fan. How you doing tonight, Penguin? And Dark says Bucks the number 1 in that division. They really are. It's pretty crazy. For those that don't know, too, welcome in Daniel Berry, by the way. I totally blanked with everything going on in life about fantasy football and like my team. And so I didn't start my actual starters today, and I absolutely hate myself. Oh my God, DJ Moore and Zay went off, and of course, Lamar went off for 30 points. If I had actually played my starters, I'd be ahead in this two-week matchup for playoffs. And 1st and 10, 540, and we've already got a flag. Yeah, Saints and Raiders, that was a sad game. Yep, that's a missed holding call right there on that CeeDee Lamb touchdown, honestly, in my opinion. First and 15. Dak got a short slant. That's Lamb, and probably a gain of maybe about 6. And congrats, Penguin. I'm guessing you went hunting with your family. Congrats on getting your first. Is that your first year? Or? If so, congrats, my guy. 5:20 here in the first. Oh, Vikings, Raiders. Oh, I know, right? That really was sad. 2nd and 9. Dak scrambling out left, and almost gets intercepted. Probably should have just thrown that ball away. 3rd and 9. Yeah, honestly, what's funny, guys, if y'all don't know, I called earlier in the season. I kept telling y'all, man, I'm telling you, there's about to be some bad turmoil in that Raiders locker room. And then, of course, the Raiders locker room blew up and Josh McDaniels got fired. For those that are new to the channel, also, I grew up in the same area as Hunter Renfrow. Like, he went to Socastee High School. I was supposed to go to Socastee. I ended up going to the rival school, St. James. Pretty sure I played against him a few times growing up. But, I root for him every day. And, oh, my God, CeeDee Lamb open deep on the right side, and Cowboys with a huge gain. That's a 26-yard gain over Bradley Roby of the Eagles. Let's watch this here on this route. Little inside, outside, basically kind of like a corner route, and absolutely just takes Roby for the ropes. 1st and 10, ball on the Cowboys 48-yard line. Handoff going left, and maybe a gain of 3 on the play, bringing up a 2nd and 7. 4:20 on the clock here in the game. Cowboys looking to extend their lead here in the first quarter. Jonathan says Ravens versus Jags next December 25th, 49ers and December Dolphins. Finally, Steelers. I know we got a lot of good games coming up here for the Baltimore Ravens. Michael says the Ravens could be losing for 20, but as long as Lamar's playing, you always believe they can win. I agree, man. I love me some Lamar. Despite what I said in the offseason, you know, I looked at everything objectively. 2nd and 8, run off the left. That's Pollard and going to be about a yard short. Jonathan said, did you see the Thursday night football game between Steelers and Patriots? I didn't, but like, how do you lose to 2-10 teams, basically? Absolute disgrace. And Pickett not being there for the Steelers is definitely. Penguin says, it's my 2nd ever deer. My first shot, I was 7. Hey, congrats, 12-point buck. 3rd and 2. Fake screen pass. And Dak, the ball a little high for Michael Gallup. And that's going to bring up a 4th and 2. Good play design. Fake screen, going look for the slant. And unfortunate. I know, Dark, it's crazy. Steelers have not been the team I wanted them to be this season. I saw a meme talking about George Pickens, like, get me out of here. And, Cowboys offense staying on the field here on 4th and 2. Let's see if they actually go for it, or if maybe they're just trying to get the Eagles off sides. They're going to snap. It's a run going left, and they got it. And that's a 1st down ball at the 40 of the Eagles. And like that, the Cowboys are across the 50 and with a fresh set of downs. If you know anything about football, ladies and gentlemen, know if I'm an offensive coordinator, you take a shot. You just got a fresh set of downs at the 50 or just past. You take the deep shot right here. You go max protect play action. Let's see if they go for it. Nope, run, cuts back right, got some room, makes a man miss, and taken down at the 20-yard line. But we've got a flag on the play. Eagles say it's going to be holding against the Cowboys. Let's see what it is. You know, you can't ever discount any team in the NFL. That's my argument, guys. And it is officially holding against Tyler Steele, the right tackle of the Cowboys. Let's watch the replay here. And Fletcher Cox definitely like selling out a little bit there on it, but it was the correct call. I know Lamar's got an 18-1 record against NFC teams. It's nuts. 1st and 20. Dak, gets his ball batted at the line, and going to be a 2nd and 20 now after that holding call. Holding call might have been a momentum killer for the Cowboys offense. Four wide here. Dak flipping the half back to the opposite side. Going to be a draw play. And not much to gain. Only about 3 on the play. Going to be now a 3rd and 17, I believe. Jonathan says, do you think the Ravens will get to the Super Bowl and win? I truly hope so. I really do. I think this is our best year and our best chance we've had in a very long time since our last Super Bowl run, to be honest. And 135, Dak gets the ball off. Got a short pass left and not there. And we've got a flag on the play. Are they going to call this? Ooh. I agree, Dark. I hope we can just pick up our rhythm, keep going where we left off, basically. Let's see what this flag is. I mean, that is kind of pass interference. That's a little rough. They're going to call pass interference on Darius Slay covering Michael Gallup on the left side. Little touchy in my opinion, but you know. Penguin says Packers started out 2-5, and now you said we are going to 10-7, and look at us now. Just saying, my boy, I had a little faith in y'all. I feel like if your GM would have listened to me a little bit and maybe taken some of my draft advice and free agent advice, I'm telling you, dude, I could have turned the Packers into a sneaky, sneak pick dark horse, I feel like, for the Super Bowl. Hashtag get me hired, Grossi. Prescott rolling out left. He's got space. Good blocking, but we got a flag on the play and sliding down at the 20. Or I'm sorry, that's the 24-yard line, I believe. And let's see what this flag is. We've got so many flags. Holding on the offense. Bring it on back. I know. Dark says you can't forget our 2019 run, 14-2. Jonathan asked, Dark, how long have you been a Ravens fan? And Dark says, since I was 5, and I'm 19 now. Hey, I'm glad, my guy. I like seeing those Raven fans. Like, Lamar brought a huge fan base to the Ravens. So, a lot of people became Raven fans only recently. So I love seeing the older Raven fans. All right, let's see here, though. 1st and 20 after the holding penalty. Ball on the 42-yard line of the Eagles now. Short pass left and a little high. That's Jake Ferguson, the tight end, the intended target. Bringing up a 2nd and 20. I will admit, man, the white on those Dallas Cowboys helmet is like super clean. It's like so reflective white. I feel like it almost would mess with your eyes if you were the opposing team. Maybe I'm a little crazy, but she's doing good, Jonathan. She's doing good. 2nd and 20. Dak looking deep. Has to settle short, and good coverage. Number 41, Morrow, the linebacker of the Eagles, jumping pass defense on the play. And with that, it's a 3rd and 20 with 1 minute officially left here in the first quarter. Dak looking to make magic happen right now. Dark says, I went to the Ravens 49ers Super Bowl and got Joe Flacco to sign my jersey. Best day of my life. That's amazing, my guy. 3rd and 20. Dak looking deep. Goes over the middle, off the hands of the receiver, and Turpin unable to come up with the ball, and little unfortunate. Man, I don't really know the Cowboys. Maybe I've got some Cowboy fans in here that would be able to correct me. So please drop in the chat. Tell me if I'm wrong. I feel like if the Cowboys had one more receiver to replace Turpin, at a slightly better play level, this Cowboys offense would literally be unstoppable. Literally unstoppable. But maybe I'm just crazy. And we've got a field goal attempt here. 60-yard attempt. They're going for it. It looks like it's got it. Good. 60 yards. And with that, the Cowboys are going to extend their lead to 10-0 over the Eagles. What is going on with Eagles Nation right now? Eagle fans are somewhere out there in Philly punching walls right now. This might be a statement game for the Cowboys. So, of course, the Cowboys, I believe, lost the game to the Niners, if I'm not mistaken, and not in a good fashion. And, of course, the Niners then went and trounced the Eagles. Are the Cowboys trying to show, hey, it was a fluke, bad week, we can go out there and trounce the Eagles too? I feel like that's what the Cowboys are aiming to do tonight, but let's see. Dark says it's going to be a 40-14 game. I'm calling it now. Dark made his prediction. Anyone else got their official prediction? And I hope everyone is enjoying a beer like this baby is staring at this beer just. As I sit here and sip on my whiskey. And just remember, guys, your thoughts while you are maybe intoxicated might not be the best idea. We're queuing up all the gifts right now. And if you're here, I appreciate you. Football, woo! Because we're all fans of football. And of course, as always, guys, I appreciate you for hanging out with me. Like my boy Joe Swanson says, smash that like button. Do I need to lower the voice? Smash that like button. Smash that like button. Smash that like button. Smash that like button. Hey, smash that like button. You know, we've got a lot of stuff we want to do here on the channel, guys, so I appreciate y'all all for hanging with me tonight for Sunday Night Football. Penguin, it was good from 60, but still absolutely great kick by the Dallas kicker there. Dark predicting they'll be the number 1 seed over the Niners. Ooh, bold prediction again. Jonathan's predicts the game's going to be a 37-29 game. Got it like a 1-score game. Cowboys win. Ooh. Dark says Cowgirls versus E-Girls. Oh, my God. Too funny. 50 seconds here in the first quarter. Ball going through the back of the end zone. And Jalen Hurts has got to get out here and get this Eagles Nick going. Ooh. Jalen Hurts, 9 touchdown passes of 20 yards plus downfield. But he's had a career-high 10 interceptions and 5 fumbles lost. So he's hitting some big plays with Nick Sirianni here, but he's also having some costly turnovers. Like the fumble we saw earlier, which it wasn't really that he wasn't carrying the ball badly. It was just, honestly, really good effort by the defender of the Cowboys. So tight end screen to Dallas Goedert. Oh my God. Apologies, stream. I'm getting a little sick, and with the constant talking, sometimes like my sinuses get backed up, and then I can't blow it out through my nose, and then, yeah, we're not going to talk anymore about that. But how about Mr. Clutch himself, a.k.a. Joe Flacco, ice in his veins, Joe Ice, getting the start for the Browns, plays well, and then the Browns coach says, we're naming Joe Flacco the starter for the rest of the season after the game. Meanwhile, they interviewed Joe, and they're like, hey, Joe, how do you feel about your head coach saying you're going to be the starter for the rest of the season? Joe turns around and goes, well, that's news to me. So I think that just shows a little bit of a dysfunctional organization. Maybe that you haven't had that talk with Joe yet. You know what I'm saying? We'll see, though. We'll see. Penguin Goat says, like, from 60 yards in the first quarter, you just punt. I don't know why the Cowboys trust their kick that much. He didn't make it so cool. Hey, you know, he made the kick, though. That's the most important part. I always say scoreboard. And as someone that I joked, guys, when they were missing kicks left and right, I literally joked. I was like, well, time to get my dust my cleats off, basically, see if I can still kick the ball. Because back in middle school, guys, like I said, looking back at the athletes I played with growing up, like I said, Tyler Thigpen used to play in our flag football league. I grew up with Hunter Renfro. Just some of the guys that I've played with and I've gone to certain things in life. I'm like, man, I wish I would have pursued it a little more. But that's the old man mentality. Jonathan says, Jags is the mascot of my high school. Yeah, our high school team. So here's the crazy thing, guys. I didn't play high school football. We actually used to scrimmage the varsity team on the weekend and beat them. And the coach would tell us if we come out, we have starting jobs for me and all my boys that, we used to play like on the weekends together. But our coach was not a good coach. And he started, I'm going to be honest here. I'm going to be straight honest. He started a really bad white quarterback because his dad gave like a $10,000 donation to the school, basically. And the backup African-American quarterback was much better. Much better. And we once had a 0-win season. We were that bad of a football team. I went to a game between the Soxty Braves, aka where Hunter Renfro went to high school and played, versus my St. James Sharks. I watched our punter actually kick the ball and it went back over his head. He was so bad. That was how bad our high school team was because a lot of kids refused to go play for our team. So that's how our high school. And then I walked on to CCU in a semi-pro football team after high school. And Devontae Smith on a 3rd and 2, incomplete. And Jalen Hurts unable to get a conversion. I feel like they brought us back late. I haven't watched enough of the Packers football to see if they need a new kicker. But if they do, Penguin Goats, mark my words, dude, if the Packers kicker is bad, I would legitimately dust off my cleats and start practicing and doing videos every day to Tom Grossi like, hey, man, convince the Packers to give me a tryout. Hey, man, convince the Packers to give me a tryout. Hey, man, convince the Packers to give me a tryout. Legitimately, when I played semi-pro football, guys, I used to kick 40-yard field goals barefoot, warming up with a kicker. Oh, it's going to be a fake punt. They've got a man open. And it's a first down for the Eagles after the trick play. And they definitely needed to do something, in my opinion, to really, keep this game within reach. Good call by the Eagles. Dark says, I carried my defense with 19 interceptions my senior year of safety. That's awesome, my guy. Like, that's clutch. I'm going to tell you guys, I know everyone says they knew a guy, right? It breaks my heart. Hold on, we'll talk about this. Hold on, after we get to like a good point. 1st and 10, 14:05 here. We're officially in the second quarter. Ball on the 40-yard line of the Cowboys. And that's going to be a tackle for a loss of 4 yards. Eagles going the wrong way there. Penguin says, definitely you can kick better than him. Dude, don't joke, man. Don't joke, Penguin. You're going to make me look it up now later. Jalen looking right, got a man, and a good catch. Going to bring him into a 3rd and manageable now. And we'll talk a little bit more. I've got a quarterback story and some kicking stories here for you, but only once we get to a good spot to talk. I don't want to stop calling the game. Critical 3rd down here for the Eagles. They're in the Cowboys territory, and the Eagles at least need to kick a field goal, I feel like, come away with some kind of points on this drive to really, keep it together. 3rd and 5 officially. Someone's wearing bright red cleats here for the Eagles. Is that number 11? It's different than everyone else. Hurts going deep right. And hits A.J. Brown in the hands. But I think he was out of bounds technically. Brown looks a little unhappy right now. Oh, no. That's a perfect throw by Jalen Hurts. Goes right through A.J. Brown's hands, inbounds at the 5. And with that, the Eagles kicker's out to attempt a 52-yard kick. That's Jake Elliott. Tied a franchise record of 6 kicks from 50+. This one's from 52, 12:38 on the clock. And sneaks it just in of the right upright. And with that, the Eagles are finally on the board in a 7-3 game. And with that, we're headed to the commercial break, guys. But, you know, it's funny, Jonathan, you mentioned Liberty College. I actually did a contract takeover when I was a manager for Delta Airlines in Lynchburg, Virginia, which is where Liberty University is at. Beautiful hiking in the area. It's a dry county because it is like a Christian school technically, but very interesting area. But let me tell you guys, I used to know a guy back in the day, and again, he was part of my crew. He always played quarterback for us. He played quarterback for us in our weekend games. He played quarterback for us at Doug Shaw Stadium. He played quarterback for us on our flag games. He's always been our quarterback. He's one of the few guys where we used to go school the varsity team, and again, promised starting jobs. And he, like, dude's my brother. And of course, he has taken some wrong paths in life recently, and like, dude, it breaks my heart. But we used to be playing back when I broke my leg. We were out playing on Myrtle Beach Stadium. It's known as Doug Shaw Stadium. It's where the Myrtle Beach Sea Dogs, the former MLS team, used to play at. And my boy used to be able to sit on his knee on the 50-yard line. He'd be out there playing with us, full tackle football, smoking a cigarette. He was the embodiment of like Joe Namath and like Steve Young, I feel like. But he would be out there, and one day I wish I'd had smart enough to take video. He would take a knee, and from the 50-yard line, smoking a cigarette, drop a 50-yard bomb perfectly in step with any wide receiver. It didn't matter. He could throw left side, right side, anyone running. He had such a natural feel and talent for the game. It blew my mind. You know, and I'm telling you, I could never play quarterback. Never. It's just not in me. It's just, it takes something else. Like, and man, it breaks my heart. I tried to get him to go walk on to a college with me somewhere. It was field hockey. Very interesting. Dark says, who's the best quarterback this season and top 3 teams? I mean, if you're looking at stats, technically, Dak Prescott is the number 1 ranked quarterback in the NFL currently. You got to put Dak number 1. It's just pure respect thing. After that, I think respect has to be given to Brock. You got to always keep Lamar in the conversation. I think Lamar's missed a few too many deeper throws this season when he normally doesn't. As top 3 teams, it's got to be Niners, Ravens, Cowboys, honestly. Like, it's got to be those 3. But fun fact, Penguin, talking about kickers, what gives me a lot of my power in kicking and stuff like that is I have an elongated patella tendon. So just genetically speaking, my knee sits on a weird hinge that's different. And genetically speaking, elongated patella tendons result in immense kicking power usually just because of physics and leverage, basically. If my knee sits higher, my leg can swing longer on the like the downside, basically. And so that's where I get all my kicking power from. So again, don't joke about your Packers. You'll get my hopes up. All right, back to the game, guys. Sorry, though. 2nd and 8. 12:05 here on the clock in the second quarter. Cowboys looking to extend their lead. 13 personnel for the Cowboys. Dak going over the middle. Got a tight end, and he's down at the 45-yard line of the Eagles. And just like that, the Cowboys are on the Eagles side of the field. And let me say this to like Cowboys Nation. Watching Dak throw is so weird. His trajectory, the ease at which he lofts that ball, it's such a tight spiral, but it doesn't look fast. It looks almost lobbyish. It's so weird, but it's honestly a beautiful throw every time. And my first observation of that came back, I think y'all, if I'm not mistaken, last season opened up the season. And looks like number 32, I think that's Blankenship's coming off the field. Yep, for the Eagles, one of the better coverage safeties. And yeah, he's coming off, took a helmet-to-helmet hit. They're bringing him off to take a look at him for concussion protocol, something we might have to keep an eye on. If Blankenship goes out for the Eagles, the Cowboys could expose the safety in the deeper secondary of the Eagles. Keep an eye on it. Penguin says, who's going to win the national championship this year? Are you talking about the big game? Because I'm not supposed to say the word that starts with S and B because it's copyrighted. Handoff going up the middle and gain of maybe about 4 on the play. 11:15 here left in the second quarter. Dark says your top 5 Ravens. Oh, Ray. So Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, in no specific order. Jonathan Ogden, Marshall Yanda. That 5th one is tough. Ooh. I kind of really love Gus Edwards. Weird dark horse that most Raven fans probably wouldn't say, but I love Gus the Bus Edwards. I think he has been extremely patient and amazing for our franchise, and I love everything that he's done for us. Short pass right, Prescott, and able to he's either got the first down or just short. Looks like the ref's going to give him the first down. And with that, the Cowboys have a fresh set of downs with 10:29 here on the clock. This is a fun game, honestly. I'm honestly, this is a game where I would love to do some film study just for adding some of these maybe route concepts and formations to my internal playbook, like of things I like, essentially. 1st and 10. It's going to be a counter run. And oh my God, what a move. Number 23. That's not Pollard, I don't think. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting his name, but what a run by the Cowboys backup running back. Dark says, Suggs, Tucker, Reed, Jonathan, Ray. Oh, I forgot about Tucker. You do. And again, it's so hard to choose top 5 because I want to give serious love to Matt Stover, the first original kicker for the Ravens. That's going to be Hall of Famer. And of course, Sam Cook, Hall of Fame punter, in my opinion. So it's hard to leave them out of that conversation, honestly. Edge run, CeeDee Lamb going left side, and he's out of bounds at the officially 16-yard line with 9:25 here in the second. And this Dallas offense is just unstoppable right now. And like they're showing right there, Tony Pollard on that jet sweep actually becomes the lead blocker. The left tackle cut blocks to help secure the edge, make sure they're not going to crash down on that side. Pollard becomes the lead blocker, and great play call and design there by the Cowboys. 1st and 10, ball at the 16. Dak under center, going to be a handoff. Pollard on the run, and a good gain of down at the 9-yard line, bringing up, I believe, a 2nd and 3. Penguin Go says, everyone in chat, be honest with me, who's the best player on the Packers? Ooh, that's tough. You know, I've got something for you. Yeah, here we go. I love that call. Inside the 10, handoff, and just short, maybe got the first down. I think they're going to say 3rd and inches officially. If you're talking current, they says Love all time. Of course, they say Aaron Rodgers. Christian Watson is a good choice as well, in my opinion. And Dak on the keeper got a first down. Woo. That's really tough, my guy. I'm like looking at it. Like, honestly, you have to kind of say it's Jordan Love. You could also say David Bakhtiari potentially as well, but I can't get over the Jalen Hurts down set. Or I'm sorry, Dak Prescott. I'm so sorry. And they're going to say just short of the touchdown, inches to go. But if you can't hear the game call, Dak Prescott down set. Here we go. Oh, yeah, and of course I saw that Eagles-Chiefs Super Bowl game. 2nd and goal. Goal line formation here for the Cowboys. Here we goes. Green 18. And it's a throw to Ferguson. And good play by Morrow, I believe, for the Cow. Oh my God, the Eagles. I'm so sorry, guys. Penguin Goat says Christian Watson. And Penguin, like I said, we and my friend Andy, who's a Packers fan, we were live talking about that, and he loved the Christian Watson pick. I did too, honestly. So, Dark says you should make a Discord. I'm actually working on it, my guy. Handoff going up the middle, and this is going to be close. Let's see where they spot it. Looks like the refs are marking it short, and they're going to say short. It's going to be 4th and goal. And Dark, I am working on the Discord, to be honest with you. Of course, I have Discord, but my Discord I'm still working on. Oh, this is going to be close. You can't see the ball, but God, he is like right there. I think technically he's over the line, just barely, but they definitely might review this. Hey, Chimera, congrats to your Bills. I know Mahomes was heated about the refs missing supposedly the offsides call. Let's see. I think it actually, technically, he does cross the starting of that white line, which does dictate a touchdown according to NFL rules. So I believe this is going to be a touchdown Cowboys, but we're waiting for the official call here. Penguin Go says, yes, in your opinion, Jordan Love is best Packers have 3 good quarterbacks. I know. I saw a lot of shows have been talking about that. How can you go from Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers to Jordan Love, kind of putting Aaron Rodgers-esque numbers up in his first real starting season? Like I said, Penguin, I'm definitely I've got in my plans for the off-season plan the Packers at the high priority of my list to essentially play GM. So look forward to it, my guy. Dark says the Cowgirls better go for it. I know, right? Jonathan says Usher is performing at this year's Super Bowl. Is it really Usher? And let me give y'all some information on this. I heard from a comedian that companies like Netflix and the streaming services do not want new original content. They are banking on the generation of nostalgia, basically, and so they only want reworks and remakes. So let me pitch an idea here. I'm going to put it on YouTube again as potential copyright. So does anyone remember the movie from I think around the 2000s, Smart House, where they enter the contest and the family wins the smart house that helps them do everything, yada, 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 yada. Let's remake Smart House. Let's take it, though, in a slightly horror direction. And also, instead of smart house, let's make it like a smart neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, I can have a bunch of different like storylines that mesh together, giving a deeper storyline with potential for more like footage and scenes, basically, instead of one 3-person family. So to be like a smart neighborhood remake of Smart House with a little bit of horror in it. And, I think like you can also go a slightly Black Mirror-ish because everyone, there is that fear of where technology and AI is going. So let's make that movie about it with also remaking Smart House and relabel it. Hashtag Netflix, let's get this done. And it's officially touchdown Cowboys. And with that, officially after the PAT, it will be a 7-3 lead Dallas. Who is it predicted like a 40-14 win for Dallas? Chimera says, normally I like Mahomes, but he was unusually a crybaby today. It is supposedly there have been some refs that have been super sus this NFL season, and the NFL this week in NFL games sent out extra officials to like monitor live and judge a lot of these games supposedly. So we'll see. I think there's one ref that the NFL is being super sus about. Chimera says, let's go Cowboys, F the Eagles. A lot of yes sirs to that. And Dark said, I called the 40-14. I know it might be hard to get to that 14, but honestly, the game's going slightly towards your favor. And 6:14 left here in the second quarter. Dallas getting to kick the ball back to Jalen Hurts and the Eagles. And Eagles going to have to make a miracle here in Arlington. And man, NBC is loving showing these Dallas cheerleaders. Like, I feel like I've never seen cheerleaders so much in a game than this broadcast. Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? Penguin says, hey, Darwin, are the Ravens Super Bowl contenders? They absolutely are, my boy, Penguin. And with that, of course, the ball goes through the back of the end zone. And, of course, they're talking about the Walter Payton Man of the Year. Lane Johnson going to be representing the Eagles. DeMarcus Lawrence going to be representing the Cowboys. Make sure you go vote for that. Vote for your team's guy. Or maybe you actually read through it and find who's the best, but we'll see. Jalen Hurts, handoff going up the middle, and pretty good gain of 7 or 8 on the play. Lane Johnson holding Gold Star families that have lost loved ones in military. Always good to support the veterans. Always good. Play action. Hurts looking right. Gets hit as he throws, but gets it away. That's going to be a first down and some. A.J. Brown out of bounds on the right side after officially a 14-yard game. Chimera says, do you understand how insufferable fans had to be to get a Bills fan to root for the Cowboys? We literally lost back-to-back Super Bowls to these guys. That's pretty funny. Oh, my apologies, guys. I'm so sorry. I have to like dip on y'all. I'm just not trying to like hawk stuff in y'all's ear and stuff, Can we talk to you about baseball guys a little bit? Shohei Ohtani getting 7 or 10 years, $700 million. And the refs are stopping the play here a little bit. They're just a small adjustment of the ball. And 4:35, and I'd be a little angry as a Cowboys fan. The clock is still ticking like game clock. So the game clock's just going. Like, honestly, Eagles fans should be a little upset too. Handoff up the middle, and Gainwell with a good first down, and 4:20 here in the second quarter. Eagles looking to get something going. Penguin Goat says, can you believe Packers and Bears beat the Lions? Not that I want the Bears to beat them, but I know, right? Definitely crazy. Like, and I'm telling you, Penguin, when we played the Lions, we laid a blueprint on how to beat the Lions, basically, and beat that offensive line. 1st and 10. 13 personnel in for the Eagles. Quarterback keeper going right, and Jalen got nothing. Just going to slide at the line of scrimmage. I'll be right back, guys. Again, my apologies, guys. I'm just getting a little sick myself, so. Jonathan says, "Oh, the Ravens winning the AFC Championship game. That's what I want for Christmas. I want that too, so bad." Sorry, getting everything set again. Chimera says, in a span of 4 weeks, Jared Goff went from an MVP candidate to reminding the world why the Rams traded him for Matt Stafford. You're not wrong. And that's what I keep saying, man. Wait for Hendon Hooker next year to take that job from him. I'm telling you, Hendon Hooker-led Lions could be dangerous. And as a Lions fan, I honestly, I'm excited for him a little bit. You know, and honestly, guys, one of my goals for next season, I was just talking to girlfriend about it a little earlier. We're trying to do a lot of draft coverage in this offseason. I might try really hard to be live at the NFL draft, if you get me. Like, I don't know if y'all would enjoy that, but I think it would be absolutely amazing to go to the draft, you know, and like sit there and interview fans and do all kinds of stuff like that. Chimera says, no, the number 6 Bills will upset the number 1 seed Ravens in the division round 32. Chimera! I can't be angry at you, though. You're supporting your own team, and I support you. You know, guys, I'm going to be right back. Also, I'm going to make a new alcoholic beverage, but I'm going to make it on camera because I want y'all to see it again. So, one moment. All right, guys, we're back. Give me one more moment. While we're still on commercial break, I'm doing something off camera that's only friendly if you have a medical card. I do not endorse any type of this activity. It's also probably why I can't be a kicker for the Packers. I'd have to enter into the program, which I would not mind at all. I would absolutely give everything up. I would go stone cold sober in a second if the Ravens or the Packers even gave me a kicking tryout, to be honest with you. And 2nd and 11 here. Eagles at the 19-yard line of the Cowboys, looking to get their first touchdown of the game here in the red zone. Hurts getting his pocket collapsed, and he's going down. That's another sack. And for those that don't know, Micah Parsons, the number one pass rusher for the Cowboys, came into this game with got listed last minute with an illness, and all right, so we have a nice Crown cup here, guys. We have a fun ice mold. It is a Rose Ice Whiskey Cube ice mold. It is a little hard sometimes to get it out, but oh, it looks like it froze nicely. Oh, this one actually might not be fully frozen. There it is. It's a ice rose, basically. So we're going to slide that into the Crown Cup. Now we've got a nice rose ice piece in the cup. We have Crown Black, ladies and gentlemen. Crown Black is finished in cognac barrels. Gives it a slight difference. I'm a heathen, though. I'm about to mix my Crown, which would probably get me yelled at by true whiskey drinkers. But, we're not trying to get too turned on stream, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit of Coke. And Jake Elliott out here for the field goal attempt for the Eagles. 44-yard attempt. And, just sneaks in the right upright. Looked like it might have missed, but able to come away with the field goal. Charlos Kodovich says refs screwed up over every game. Lions got screwed from Rams, screwed KC. Yeah, the refs have been really bad this season, from my understanding. Jonas says, I love the Ravens so much. Dark says that 40-14 incoming. Cheers, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not drinking. Delicious. But poor Texans, too. If y'all didn't see the Texans game earlier today, Texans, CJ Stroud suffered a concussion. Nico Collins went out. Will Anderson went out. Texans suffered some pretty bad injuries today. Might not be like season ending, but still just not what you're trying to do. I know, RIP Texans, like Chimera said. And of course, like we talked about, Derek Carr ended up with 3 rib fractures. But did you guys see that fight that happened between the Seattle Seahawks and the 49ers? Basically, it was after an interception. DK Metcalf was tackling Fred Warner of the 49ers, basically suplexed him, and it was kind of illegal in my opinion. Fred Warner pitched the ball afterwards, after he kind of suplexed him. Fred Warner got up, kind of shoved the back head of DK as he was on the ground and walking by. And then a brawl just broke out in that game. Like, what you doing, Nani Boo? My dog's chilling by my feet. Everything makes me feel old. I feel that energy, Chris Collinsworth. I feel that energy. And like Chris Collinsworth is talking about here, I mean, you have to talk about the offensive lines and defensive lines both coming in here ranked really high. I mean, some of the best in the NFL, honestly. Yeah, the pupper. My dog's name is Nani, Nani, like the Japanese and Hawaiian word. But half the time I don't even call her that. She's Nani, of course. She's non-bon. She's the nonster, like a monster. Nani Boo. Sometimes I just call her my Boo Bear because I call her Nani Boo so much. Prescott, great pass right side. That's Michael Gallup. And with that 135, and why is the clock ticking? He was out of bounds, obviously. The clock should be stopped, but the clock is running right now. Hashtag the NFL's rigged. No huddle, though, from the Cowboys. Ball on the 35. Dak, takes a shot low, but gets sacked by Hassan Reddick, and no flag on the play, and I'm a little confused. I mean, technically, he was falling through Tyler Steele, so clean hit by Reddick. No dirty hit there. And Dark says, no CJ, no Texans. Agreed. Dak got a man left. That's Lamb. Trying to get out of bounds. And clock stops with 51 seconds. 3rd down. Third and 6, 51 seconds. Ball on the 40-yard line of the Cowboys. Trips right formation. Dak's looking there, going to the right side, got a man, and that's Brandon Cooks, and there's a flag on the play, but I think it's going to stand. Barring the flag, that's a reception by Brandon Cooks out of bounds with 44 seconds left, resulting in a 1st down for the Cowboys. Should put them approximately at half field. Dark says, hey, you should start a football podcast. I'm trying, my guy. Technically, what I'm doing right now is being put on YouTube in technically, I supposedly, podcast form. I tell YouTube to do it. I don't know if they actually does it, but I'm trying to, my guy. I'm trying to. You know what's funny, guys? Since I've got a few in y'all in chat, not, too many, let me ask. If I was to start a podcast, for example, like a true podcast. Hold on, sorry. Pass interference on the defense. Also, while committing that pass interference, face mask on the defense. So a double call on one player. Automatic 1st down for the Cowboys. Interesting. I think that needs to be addressed. The personal foul and the pass interference both get comboed together. So they get the pass interference at the point of the foul, which is a first down, then additionally a 15 yards on top of that, which is what the ref's explaining right there. So that'll put the Cowboys well into the Eagles side of the field with 44 seconds left and the clock stopping. But so guys, if I started a podcast, like, Grossi has Grossi Posse, you know what I'm saying? What's the name for my group? What's the name of my followers? Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't say Ravens flock. That's already taken. First and 10. Prescott climbing up the middle and going to take a knee, gain about 5 maybe on the play. Second down with 35, and I'm guessing Cowboys are going to take a timeout. And they do. Cowboys have one timeout now with 36 seconds left officially. Johnny Ketso says, you're on YouTube right now. I am on YouTube, but technically, supposedly, YouTube has the podcast ability. I don't really know how it works, but I have an option where I click on YouTube to put this out as a podcast. I don't know if it actually is doing it or what I need to do, but it's something definitely I'm trying to work on here. And I'm trying to build a community, honestly, guys. Like with my Discord and everything, I really am. I'm trying to find a lot of collaborators that I feel like I can mesh with and really hang out with that are from different divisions across the NFL. I've actually got a 49er and a Seahawks guy, when Chimera starts streaming and when he does some Bill stuff, that's my AFC East guy. But I'm trying to find a community too to really help produce more content. For those that don't know, a long time ago, before Peyton Manning and Pat McAfee got their rights, I used to know Ron Hill, the vice president of NFL operations, met him through the airlines. I wrote to Ron Hill and NFL media how people hated the broadcasters on these NFL broadcasts, and they should be taking advantage of Twitch and these other streaming groups because they have cult-like followings. And of course, I think Ninja is a Lions fan, if I'm not mistaken. His girlfriend's a Packers fan. Can you imagine Ninja being a broadcaster actually for the game? All his followers always coming for the game, essentially, and how many people you might bring into football. So, of course, I wrote this long email to NFL media and all that. They said no, because I asked them for temporary rights as well as talking to. Of course, Pat McAfee and Peyton Manning got their shows. Shortly after that, I wrote to YouTube and I said, hey, you bought rights to NFL games. Immediately after they bought it, I said, you need to capitalize on this. You've got guys like Tom Grossi of the Grossi Posse and the Patcast, where again, can you imagine if you gave NFL rights and, Grossi was calling Packer games, how much more value it adds not only to his stream, but theirs. And I also talked about how YouTube could create basically their own ESPN competitor, essentially. A one-stop shop channel chock full of YouTube personalities that were being paid by YouTube to basically produce sports content, of course, with actual production crews and stuff I shouldn't say production crew, but production managers, people to direct and plan out the shows and make sure they're executed in the manner that YouTube agrees with. And Dak with a dagger! And that's Brandon Cooks for a touchdown with 25 seconds, and they're saying it's not a touchdown, first and goal, and McCarthy running down the sideline to call a timeout. 24 seconds, first and goal on the 1. Oh, sorry. Thank you. I'll update that in just a sec, man. Dak just dagger on the post route, and he is down at the 1, so... Sorry, let me update that score. 6-17. And Dak 13-21 for 156 yards and a touchdown so far. Let's see if the Dallas Cowboys can capitalize on it. I feel like that should have been a touchdown, but replay kind of does show he is down at the 1. 27 seconds. They put some time back on the clock. 1st and goal. Dak in the shotgun, looking left. He's going to throw the back shoulder. And he was trying to give Cooks the touchdown, trying to give that respect. It's one of those ones, if you come that short up, man, you hope your quarterback gives you the chance to actually get the touchdown. Dark says the Fanhood podcast for the Ravens. Okay, I see you. I know I got to brainstorm some more ideas. And I'll get to it in a minute here. Let's wait to see if Dallas gets the touchdown. 2nd and goal, 23 seconds after the failed fade. Dak looking there again, got a man. I believe that's Gallup. It is. And with 20 seconds, the Cowboys are in the end zone again. We've got a late flag. Let's see what it is. And they're picking up the flag. There's no foul. You're allowed to pick within 1 yard. And with that, Dallas is going to take a 23-24 after the PAT lead at the 6 against the Philadelphia Eagles. My God, Cowboys are putting on a show tonight. Great job by CeeDee Lamb. Instead of getting picked, he kind of spins out, actually avoids contact entirely, which helps avoid the penalty. Excellent heads-up play by CeeDee Lamb. And with that, officially, PAT is good, 24-6 Dallas. For those that are new too, I've actually been playing around with the idea. Of course, Maryland has the Chesapeake Bay. San Francisco has the Golden Bay. I've actually got a lot of friends that are streamers and podcasters that are 49er fans, small content creators, and so I think it would be awesome to do what I call around the Bay, a podcast based kind of similar to Around the Horn format on ESPN, where I would bring in a guest, 4 guests every day, and we would talk not only NFL content, but maybe just sports in general. And, clips and, trending topics, stuff like that. But basically modeled after Around the Horn on ESPN, but to call it Around the Bay with your boy D-Rave. Around the Bay with D-Ray. And that would be a catchy name for a podcast, Around the Bay with D-Ray, I feel like. Oh, and man, the ball hitting that crossbar is such a satisfying sound. I don't know if y'all agree with me on that, but every time I hear that ball hit the crossbar, it's just I like it. Dark, and that's actually one of the reasons I started my Discord. I've got a Discord created. I've started importing bots and stuff like that to help moderate my Discord, but it's, we got a lot of work to do on the Discord still. And it takes a lot of time to actually do all this full time, to be honest with you. And draw play, and DeAndre Swift makes a man miss and gets tripped up at the 30-yard line. 12 seconds left, 13. Chimera says maybe some Fortnite streams when you upgrade your PC. I know, Chimera, there's so many different types. And it's one of those ones, if I was doing actual gaming streaming, do I need to create a whole new channel just for that, basically? You know what I'm saying? One of my personal hobbies, weird fact here, guys, I'm working on a cookbook. I absolutely love cooking. I would love to run a cooking channel. My camera on my phone is just too bad, in my opinion, to really do it. I've got a really old phone. So I feel like if I do a whole cooking series, I need to do that on a whole different channel. But at the same time, part of me wants to just load up content on this channel and make it a place where everyone can find something that they love, basically. 2nd and 4, Hurts got a man, but I think he doesn't get the second foot in. They're saying catch. Let's see. Rule to catch, 1st and 10 with 9 seconds left. That's going to be close. Let's see this angle. He's out of bounds. That is no catch. His left foot is actually on the white line as he establishes reception. All reviews are up to the booth, so. And the booth challenges it. Let's go. Oh, they just straight reversed it. Actually, I appreciate the quick challenge by the booth. And with that, 9 seconds left, and it's got to be done. Yep, I really enjoy cooking. Chimera, 2 of the things I've done, and we're like 10 seconds left now, 3rd and 4. This half's over, I'm sad to say. But like, you know, I made a 15-hour potato Daphne's the one day, which I'll talk about that in a second. Going to be another draw play. Runs up to the 41 maybe, but time's going to expire. And with that, guys, it's about to be halftime. But I made a 15-hour potato Daphne's one day where you sit there and use a mandolin to slice very almost like scallop potatoes where you layer the potatoes. But what you do is I took a cream base and I infused herbs into it. So I made a herb-infused cream sauce that I then used to layer into the layered potatoes. And in between the layers of potatoes, not only did I use this infused cream, but I also used Gouda or another really high-level cheese. And so you do all that. Then from there, once you put it in the fridge, you press it down with something heavy. So you get it super, super like pressed down, incredibly layered. It's a beautiful dish. Then after that, you cut it, lightly saute it to bring it up to temperature and brown it. And bring some of that cream or butter base and then butter baste it in the pan after you saute it. Oh my God, one of the best dishes I think I've ever made. And so, like I said, I would love to like make that dish and do a whole video on it, you know, and talk about like fast food hacks and all kinds of food stuff. You know, guys, I'm trying to get back into working out, honestly. I've got a really good gym in my where we live. My gym, like case in point, I wonder how many of y'all would actually come and just hang out as I worked out. You know, I've got a heavy bag in my gym, so I like to go work on the heavy bag sometimes. My gym has a rock climbing wall built into it. So when I go to the gym, I can literally just do rock climbing and do like live streams while I'm rock climbing. Like there's just so much stuff. Chimera says, hear me out. Filipino food. You know what's funny is, Chimera, I actually know a lot of Filipino people, believe it or not. I know Filipinos, they eat good. You feel me? Like, they eat good. As part of my cooking channel, again, I talk too much, but as part of my cooking channel, me and my girlfriend, when I make a good dinner, whenever we get food, it's like our tradition. We go sit down, we watch either like Master Chef, Hell's Kitchen, you know, any type of like cooking show. That's just our thing that we do, which is a whole market in itself, you know, basically like doing reviews of the episodes. Like I'm telling you, dude, as someone that has some profiling experience, me and her, we watch Gordon like a hawk, and we make so many calls ahead of time. Like, and it's one of those ones I was like, do you know how funny it would be just me and you sitting here and like watching Kitchen Nightmares and calling out some of the stuff, like, you know, and like some of the stuff that eventually ends up in like Reddit threads. Chimera, you say fitness with Levi. I've got a better name. I would love to like find people that know music programs, create almost some nice lo-fi good workout music, maybe something maybe scientifically where I could match the BPM, the heart rate that people are trying to achieve with the BPM of the music, because there is science to that. If you're listening to like a certain BPM of music, your heart can actually slightly start to try to imitate that. It's why you get hyped listening to like ravey music. So again, put a little science into my background music in my videos, and I nicknamed it this. I want to call it trademark, again, here on my YouTube stream, slight trademark, PTP, or I'm sorry, PTT. Oh God, I messed it up again. PPT is the 3-letter acronym for the channel. It stands for Personal Pocket Trainer. And I wanted to get a bunch, like I've got friends that are competitive lifters and like, bodybuilders, stuff like that. So a channel where I could bring a bunch of my friends who like fitness and bring together a bunch of customizable workouts for beginners, workouts for advanced bodybuilders, where of course, not only do we teach and work you through exercises, but of course, once we teach you the regimen, like for the first week or once or two workouts, you don't need to hear me explain the exercise anymore. So let's sub in some nice, good workout music that helps pump you up and you don't have to worry about it, while also introducing you maybe to some newer artists and, also helping get people out there. And oh my God, the Chiefs almost made a huge play there with that trick play. Let me give y'all another crazy idea for comedians. I see all the time. Man, look how bad that offsides is for the Chiefs there. But I got another weird concept idea. I don't know if y'all know the concept idea, Dick's Last Resort, right? Where the waiters make fun of you, but they're kind of like super rude and it's a whole like fun thing, touristy area. I would love to start a restaurant in 3 cities, Vegas, New York, and like Toronto, maybe one out in Cali too, where it's similar to Dick's Last Resort, but I want to make a place for aspiring comedians because I want to target this restaurants in areas where there's a lot of comedians trying to get their break. Basically giving them a place where, because half of them are waiting tables anyway to get Barry meat. So give them a place where not only can they wait tables, but they can really work on their comedy routines and their crowd work, basically, where, again, it's a fun, interactive, comedic experience personalized to every single table where, again, they just get to have fun, be who they are, work on their crowd work, and maybe even we have a stage where we have shows throughout the week. I think it would be an absolute great idea. Conceptually speaking. Of course, I'm not going to be able to put a restaurant in every city, but I think in like 3 major cities, I could do really well with that. And not only would I help a lot of young comedians maybe get their breaks, but also improve their craft as they get, by, while also not hating life, waiting tables. Maybe I'm crazy, guys. I think of way too many ideas. I'm a little cray-cray in the head. Chimera says, Levi low-key about to form a full media empire, and I'm here for it. I'm telling you, Chimera, my brain is too crazy, and part of my problem is I think of way too much stuff, and I think of way too many details and all the things I need to do to overcome and make sure I produce like the best product, and in that, I get frozen. It's a problem with ADHD people. Logan joined and says, come on, Eagles. Logan, I think you are the only Eagles fan in here in my chat right now. But I'm here for you, my guy. I ain't giving up on the Eagles yet. Bill's saying they're not done, though, with that win over the Chiefs. And again, I'm crazy, guys. I know. And the thing that frustrates me the most is it's not like I want all this money, all this fame to myself. Nothing would bring me more joy in life than having enough friends to share all the wealth and all the success with. I have spent nothing but years trying to bring my friends and my social groups together, people with different and diverse sets of skills that aren't achieving the goals that they want in life, but I feel like collectively we could, and just it's hard to not only just to get people to let go of a certain sense of self and where they want to be, but it's also just hard in the sense that most of us are struggling in life right now. You know what I'm saying? I can't, I'm looking for work right now myself. So hitting that goal today of 500 subscribers and maybe being able to make some money off the channel means a huge deal for me. Nothing would make me happier than right now than like being able to pay rent and my girlfriend not having to pay any bills for the next like few months, to be honest with you. But we talking too much real life right now. But I mean, what else do we have? It's the game. We're at halftime. Oh, I'm sorry, Non. I'm going to just refill my beverage. I'm so sorry. You know, and Chimera, if we're not playing the Ravens, I truly, truly, truly wish your Bills the absolute best and everything that's going on in this season. You know, I would love to do a stream with Grossi this offseason. I think that would be like another goal. Maybe I'll try message him on Twitter again. I don't have enough following on Twitter to probably even let him see my message. But I would love to do a stream with him just talking about what the Packers should do in the offseason, how they can improve and really take that next step with Jordan Love, I feel like. And of course, I would be happy to do that with any fan base. Brandon Perna, hit me up, my guy. I used to live in Colorado. I actually, funny story, I was trying to buy tickets to the Broncos Ravens game. I actually got screwed out of the tickets by Ticketmaster last second. 2 weeks later, I get the news we're moving to Florida. I ended up buying the tickets instead to the Dolphins Ravens game because the Ravens were coming to Miami, which is about 2 hours away from me. And for those that don't know, the Ravens got blown out in that game. It was heartbreaking to go to. Jonathan Thompson says, is Lamar Jackson better than other QBs? I mean, I've said this in the offseason. There is no, if Lamar was hitting every throw that we see Lamar make, like playing at just a slightly better level, there's no one in conversation. When it comes, like case in point, to potential worth, I think there is no one that even has close to the level of potential that Lamar Jackson has. Like the game we saw earlier, if Lamar had hit all like 3 more of those deep throws in that game, the deep throws that weren't wide open because of blown coverages, where his guys had a step, Lamar would be in this MVP conversation with Dak Prescott way more, in my opinion. So I like that. Josh Chimera says Josh Allen is him a thief. Yep. Lamar 18 touchdowns to 16 interceptions. He's having a great year. Like, there's no denying that. Like, he's playing top probably 3 to 5 quarterback worthy. Absolutely. I'd like to see him hit some more of those deep throws, like even just one more a game. And actually, if you check the stats, his deep throw rate prior to this game, he's actually having one of his worst years deep throwing. And it just kills me because every throw is like off by half a step, in my opinion. He's just that lightly off timing with his wide receivers. But I have faith that as the season goes on, it'll just get better. Because as Raven fans know, Lamar didn't play a single offseason snap. Yeah, those interceptions are ugly. You cannot be having that many interceptions. Like, double check on all my talking points here. See if I have anything else to talk about. But yeah, we got exciting news, guys, earlier today. The channel officially heading towards monetization. I did the stuff with YouTube. Google AdSense has to like check over my profile, all my content, make sure you know that I am able to monetize correctly. And but that's huge for the channel, guys, and I really appreciate every single one of y'all for being a part of it. Chimera says, thank God we got rid of Ken Dorsey. Allen's been a different quarterback under Joe Brady. We would be 10-3 if we had him from the start. And man, yeah, Ken Dorsey, I don't think he's ever had that good of a track record, in my opinion. Ooh, CeeDee Lamb, the first Cowboys player with a touchdown reception in 5 straight games since 2013. This is the largest halftime deficit since 2019, since week 7 at the Cowboys for the Philadelphia Eagles. So Eagles definitely got a lot to, They had like 200 of the old Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders doing that there, doing a halftime show dance. Jonathan says, before I say Cowboys versus Ravens in the Super Bowl, father versus son. That would be pretty crazy for you, Jonathan. And kick is away. And it's kind of funny. There's a 49er small content creator known as Terror Dome. It's kind of funny. If I remember correctly, he's got two sons. One is a Ravens fan. The other's a Panthers fan. And I was like, look at you. Your two sons got good taste in teams despite one of their team's records. Man, look at that next gen stat. Micah Parsons is getting pressure in under 2.5 seconds. That is nuts against Lane Johnson. 2.5 seconds and getting pressure on the quarterback. My God. And we've got definitely, I believe, an offsides by Micah Parsons on that. Chimera's hoping for a Bills versus Cowboys Super Bowl. Round 3, he says. Round 3. Fight. All right, done. Ooh, an official injury news, guys. Reed Blankenship, the safety for the Eagles, officially out now. Oh, Nani. Is there loud noises? My dog's like under my feet, guys. Are there loud noises? Are you scared? Is it okay? It's okay. Yeah. I know. Loud noises are scary. I know. For those that don't know, my dog is a 25 to 35 pound little black terrier. She is terrified of everything. Her nickname at the shelter was Pancake because every time the people tried to take her literally anywhere, she would just pancake on the floor basically and refuse to go anywhere. And when they brought her in, she did the same thing and she was shaking and terrified. And I said, yep, that's my girl. I'm taking her home. She's so terrified. I want to give her a place she feels safe and loved. Yeah. You're so adorable. I wish you would climb in my lap. You're so adorable. The stream would love to see you, but I know you hate getting picked up. You think it's bath time if I pick you up. I wish I could show y'all to her. Yeah. You're so adorable. What you doing? All right, sorry guys. I joke all the time. I live in Florida, guys. I would fight a 10-foot alligator for my dog. 100%. If you ever see a story, man jumps into lake to fight alligator for his dog, it's me. I took a stake out of the ground from one of the close trees, and I'm in the water going straight Amazon Survivor style against a 10-foot alligator. Yeah. I would fight anything for you, Boo Bear. I love you so much. Osborne and Francis. What's up, Boo Bear? Can I pick you up? Would you let me pick you up? I know, I don't want to scare you. But I also would love to have you in my lap. Could I do it? Okay, you seem open to it. Slightly. She's so dark, it's like hard to see her. Okay. I'll let you get down. Yeah, you're so adorable. I'm so sorry. Everyone wanted to see you. Yeah, you can hide under my legs. All right, sorry, guys. All right, handoff up the middle. That's DeAndre Swift and a first down here at the 50-yard line here. And I'm sorry I missed some play calls, guys. 14 minutes on the clock for the Eagles in the third quarter. Chimera says, how about to become that one NPC in GTA that fought the alligator? I know, dude. They definitely going to be doing GTA somewhere in Florida with all the Florida references in that trailer. Absolutely got to be. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, I'm so sorry. Hurts gets the ball off, and oh, is that a catch and fumble or incomplete? If it's a fumble, the Cowboys have it. Dang, the Cowboys and Eagles have played 129 times, according to Dark. Cowboys lead the series 73-53. 130 with this game. And it looks like 74-53 after this game. Does anyone know the story of the Cowboys' White House back from like the Emmitt Smith days, basically? So supposedly there was a house that the owner, Jerry Jones, bought for the Cowboys players, like right across from like, I think the practice facility. And it was nicknamed the White House because a lot of the Cowboys players like Irving and Emmett would go there and party and have a lot of parties, if you know what I'm saying. Like, and it was nicknamed the White House. There's like a whole documentary series on it, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Chimera says the city is based on Miami Beach, so yeah. I know, Chimera. I literally thought about joking to GTA and be like, hey, I'm really crazy and I've got a lot of really crazy ideas. Can I be an NPC in your game, please? Please, please, please. Like, you just meet some crazy guy down in Miami. He's like, let's build a biofuel cell. Do you know Elon Musk? Dak going deep left. Got a CD and oh, through CeeDee Lamb's hands. Heartbreaker there. I don't think GTA 6 comes out. Yeah, 2025, like Chimera said. All right, 3rd and 9. Trips formation. Trips bunch right for the Cowboys. Little bit of motion there. Dak only staring down the left side at his halfback, and he's going to be short. And Dak just stared that down to his halfback. Never even looked the other way. And number 95 of the Cowboys, Hankins, is coming off for the Cowboys defense. That might be a huge blow for the run defense of the Cowboys. Keep an eye on it, guys. And 4th and 4. Punters coming out for the Cowboys. You okay, boo-boo? You went out? Yeah. I mean, you can come back in if you want to. I don't know what you want, Boo Bear. And a good return. And oh, big tackle by Shoemaker, the tight end of the Cowboys. And with that, it's going to be 12:02 as the Eagles get this ball back. I know, honestly, I'm super stoked about the GTA 2. I would love, like Chimera, you talked about, to be part of GTA roleplay. There's a lot of games, honestly, I would love to play. But, you know. I guess no one but y'all values my opinions. I know, Chimera, though. My friends, like my friends from college and my friends from like real life have always joked, dude, some person's going to give you your shot, Levi. Someone's going to give you a little bit of money to invest and do something with, and you're just going to open one business, and then another business, and then another business, and another business. And just like you said, Chimera, I'd love to have like a little media empire started. And that's the best thing. I know I would love to have a media empire and be like one of the lowest earners. Still, of course, make my money to survive, but you know what I'm saying? Like actually give the money where money should be. And again, change like the entire dynamic of tons of stuff. I joked around with the girlfriend, and again, we're on commercial, so I'm just talking life. I don't have a huge audience, so I'm sorry, guys. I would love to start a whole persona. Like I'm telling you, wig, glasses, whatever I gotta wear, a whole persona called Dr. Respect, basically. And just go around promoting positivity in gaming and a change in the culture of what we see. No more raging, less of the cussing, and just, well, you know, a good healthy environment. Still a little, you can still shit talk, you can still smack talk a little bit, but it's within means and ration, you know what I'm saying? Like, and just change it all. I know I'm crazy, but I just hate how toxic the gaming community has gotten lately. I'm telling you, Chimera, too, I would love to get into music programs. It's something I've always played around with a little bit, and I'm thinking about trying it more. But I really love music, and I wish I could create music. I love rap, I love country, I love dubstep, I love lo-fi, like I love hardcore, like metal, like I just love music, honestly. I love jazz. 12:02 here on the clock. 24-6 Dallas as the Eagles are trying to make anything happen right now. Ball on the 27-yard line. Hurts going deep right and not able to connect with Devonta Smith. Chimera says some people are mad at GTA trailer for some reason though, like they're calling it woke, and I literally don't understand how. I agreed. There's like a stripper twerking on the top of a taxi cab. How is that woke? Jonathan Thompson says we have 2 Doberman and a little Chinese dog. Oh, that's adorable. I know me and the girlfriend are working on getting a house and getting a yard for our pups so then we can adopt more dogs. I have a whole idea about opening a private dog park here as well, and then opening an animal rescue and foster out of it as well, basically. But, you know, takes money to make money, guys. It's a sad reality of life. Dark says, I like how soft the NFL has become. You know, there's a lot of people that would share that opinion. Is it dark or dork? 11:30 here in the third. 3rd and 6. Jalen Hurts staring down. Motion here. That's Smith in the motion. Or I'm sorry, that's A.J. Brown. I'm sorry. And Hurts unable to connect with Devonta Smith on the left side. Going to be now 4th and 6. And Philadelphia made a great special teams fake punt earlier, but unable to make anything happen. And officially 11-11. Make a wish. Jonathan Thompson says, my birthday's next month, January 23rd. And Chimera says, 13 days after mine. So January 13th and January 23rd. Happy early birthday if I don't get a chance to tell you. 4th and 6. Punt is away. And fair catch called for and hit somebody, saying it's not the Cowboys. Flags thrown. Might be fair catch interference. Let's see. Yep. And technically that is catch interference. Job, number 28 of the Eagles, the gunner, as the Cowboys call for a fair catch, technically touches the Cowboy player as he's trying to get to the ball, goes off his back of the Eagles player. That should be the correct call. Ron Duffney, welcome back in. Hi, my guy. Are you an Eagles fan? It's dark. Good to know. Good to know. Picked up the X from Call of Duty. I feel that. Yeah, actually, I'm a June baby myself. I'm a June 7th baby, so I'm right there with you, Dark. I'm a summer baby. I'm a Gemini, which, if you believe in astrology, which I don't, but if you do, it means I'm ADHD and can't make up my mind, and I'm in a million different directions, which is absolutely correct. Ron says, yes, he is. I know I haven't had many Eagle fans in my chat today. We're supposed to be birds of a feather and flock together. Am I right? Ron, let me give you a fun stat. If you didn't know this about your Eagles, I made a short YouTube short about it, and you can go find it. The Eagles, for 4 years straight, whoever was the first team to beat the Eagles at home went on to play in, and not only play in, but win the Super Bowl for 4 years straight. My Ravens, I think, were the last team in that trend. But I'm telling you, one of the craziest conspiracy theory trends I've ever seen in the NFL, like weird stats that line up. Just like if you believe in the conspiracy theory about the Super Bowl colors, that's been making the rounds. Hey, don't be saying that, Dark. Everyone's allowed in my channel. I appreciate anyone and everyone, and I try to give the best and most unbiased take that I can, not only on my Baltimore Ravens, but every game that I call. So I appreciate anyone and everyone. What's so funny, Ron Duffney really sounds like a play of a name of one of my old psychology teachers from high school, to be honest with you. Maybe one day, guys, my channel will be big enough that when I talk about this movie thing for Netflix, they can't actually take it and they'll contact me like, hey, let's make this happen, man. We'd love for you to be a special advisor. That's what I'm saying, man. I don't want a lot of money. I'm not asking for millions of dollars, man. I'm asking for crumbs right now. Crumbs. Help me get started. Chimera says, now, don't be toxic. Dark says, who has home field advantage? It's technically being played at AT&T Stadium, a.k.a. in Arlington, Texas. So Dallas has home field advantage in this game. Oh. I'm doing good, Ron. I'm doing good. How about yourself, my guy? One of the cool, fun things that we were talking about earlier in the channel, now that I officially hit the monetization goal, I could, if I wanted to, write off all my subscriptions that I use for my channel to, case in point, view the games, to call them, and all that, So that's a fun little thing I've got here written on my list. Dak over the middle, and that intended receiver Lamb, and he's saying, hey, eyes, man, watch me, watch. Jonathan Thompson says, how many subscribers do you have? We broke our 500. I think we're over 520 subscribers now. We added in our previous stream today, guys, more than 30 subscribers, I want to say, just in today's stream. So we had a great day today. Dak setting up a screen and sniffed out by the Eagles D-line, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and 10 now. Cowboys not getting anything going. Uncharacteristic so far. This uncharacteristic of this game so far. And I'm so sorry, guys. I had to leave for a second. Oh, my God. Oh my God, I just missed a huge play. Oh my God. Fletcher Cox, he's going to get a strip sack on the play and then picked up by another Eagles defender, number 98, I believe. Is that Brandon Graham? And return for a touchdown. Eagles are the first ones to score for their team touchdown-wise. And with that, the Eagles now 13-24, solidly back in this game. It ain't over till it's over. Chimera says you're at 548, popping off for real. 549. I know y'all can all say, I joked about, I've said on a few streams, like if I ever hit the Powerball, I would legit like find Chimera somewhere. I'd be like, yo, you've been an OG since the beginning. You feel me? Like, I don't need a lot of a little. I'd rather have a little of a lot. You feel me? I'd rather have 1% of a bunch of different sales than, 90% of one sale. I know, Jonathan Thompson, that was a strip sack by Fletcher Cox, 91 of the Eagles defense, recovered by number 98, and then returned for a touchdown. Who would have thought the Eagles defense would score faster than the Eagles offense? You know, it's really funny, Chimera. Despite not starting my starters, it looks like I'm going to beat Cahill right now as it stands. Let's double check, see if he's got any Monday night players. He's got one player. Oh, he's got the kicker for the Dallas and the tight end for Dallas. That's all he's got left. Oh, it's a 1-point game right now. Oh, I need the tight end for Dallas and the kicker for Dallas to do nothing. And for those that don't know, with everything going on in life, craziness right now, I forgot to make my lineup changes in fantasy football. And if I did, I would have won the first week of playoffs. And instead, I'm going to go down by probably like 5 points in a 2-week matchup, when I could have probably gone up by 10 points. Yeah, Chimera, you have been here like legit since the beginning. Like, Dark says you're 14-0 in fantasy, my guy. That is ridiculous. Like, you're going to have to come play in our fantasy football this next year. Chimera is actually in our fantasy football. Chimera's been, if I'm not mistaken, Chimera, you've been dominating fantasy football this year, haven't you? I know, Logan. Finally, the Eagles get on the board here. Yeah, for those that don't know, actually, Chimera 10-3 in our fantasy football this year, playing Kirk Drippin, aka Cahill, and they're matched up in a good one right now. I didn't even know I made it into the playoffs, Chimera. I was that disengaged with my fantasy football. I'm so terrible. I'm so sorry. I'm glad it's a 2-week matchup, and I really appreciate you. You saved me 8 points. Yep. I was trying to originally do a lot of fantasy football leagues, and then when the time came, no one wanted to come join me, so I hope so, man. I hope you're 14-0 after this week. 1st and 10, handoff going right, and that's going to be a gain of maybe about 5 on the play. 10:35 here in the third quarter. Dallas still leading 24-13, even after the Eagles had a fumble recovery for a touchdown. Hey guys, we just hit the lucky number of views. We're officially at 777 views, it says on the YouTube video. Hashtag buy a Powerball ticket. 2nd and 5. Here we go. I love that from Dak. And Pollard falls down, but able to get back up, and another first down for the Cowboys. Dark says, do you have an Instagram? I'll follow you and we can keep in touch for next season. I'm trying to. I need to start my Instagram. I haven't. I'm an old man. My Twitter and Instagram presence are low, but I need to because I have a lot of stuff I want to be sharing from Facebook, which Instagram would help. And Instagram, my plan is to photobomb it early and try to build like a weird generic base following, even if they disappear on me. And then, of course, move and transition to closer to my channel. And, oh, quick throw to Gallup and Slade Jr. able to smack it away. My record, by the way, Dark, was 7-6. I am the lowest tier person in the playoffs right now. Oh, thank God, though. It's 2 weeks. Oh, thank God it's 2 weeks. I got saved. But yeah, so I'm the dark horse. I'm the Lions or the Packers limping into the playoffs trying to take the Super Bowl in fantasy football right now. That's see my problem, Dark. 9:14 on the clock, by the way. Third down coming for Dallas, and we've got a player down for Dallas. My problem, Dark, is I kind of let my draft analysis get too much into my, fantasy football, and I took too many really crazy wild shots early. But at the same time, I did good enough early in the free agent wire that, like, case in point, I got Puka Nacua. I have 2 top 10 wide receivers on my team, and Puka Nacua and DJ Moore. So they helped carry me. I had a good team, with Lamar at my quarterback. I broke a lot of my fantasy football rules by drafting Ravens players, and then, like I said, I took shots on running back super early, Evan Hull of the Colts or Tank Bigsby of the Jaguars. Oh my God. Looking at that pizza just made me so hungry, guys. The Little Caesars commercial. I don't know about y'all. Yeah, Dark, I got out of fantasy football for a while. I used to play in money leagues. I played in one league at the airport that was $1,000 buy-in, basically. We were playing for some big money, and it was one of those ones I absolutely loved to be in the league. We were all hardcore guys. We showed up actually live to do a fantasy football draft, which is something I want to do for next season. I want to have a bunch of people to actually do these drafts. 10 people live, all of us together having fun, having a draft, yada, yada, yada. It'd be even better if we could do it essentially offline. You know what I'm saying? Not actually have to go by the NFL like how we used to do. Got to have all, your books laid out and do the whole draft intros. That's something I really want to do for next season. I know, Chimera, you always been doing good this season. But in that $1,000 buy-in league, guys, a few weeks before the playoffs, the owner of the league and his cousin made a horrible trade in the middle of the night with no timeline for trade refusals, with no trade deadline, so there was no cutoff for trades. So they made a bullshit trade at last minute. The guy got into the playoffs. He ended up beating me by 5 points, which of course, if he had never made the trades, he never would have won. He actually, I did the calculations, still would have made the playoffs, but he would not have won. And I lost $10,000 basically in a 12-man football league. And I'll be honest, your boy was really heated, and I had a hard time playing fantasy football after that. And of course, I never went back to the league after that. Logan says I had to make a new Facebook account because I accidentally mined 30 minutes ago. That's hilarious. Yeah, Chimera. Justin Jefferson had a rib chest injury and was transported to the hospital in the Vikings game earlier. Mostly as a precautionary measure, but catch by the tight end of the Cowboys, and he's still going down at almost the 25-yard line of the Eagles, and Cowboys are almost in the red zone again. And Jonathan says, who's the MVP of this one, Dak or Jalen? It's got to be Dak, dude. Dak's playing great right now. Chimera says, RIP Levi's bank account. Indeed. Mike Evans, 29 points today. That's outstanding. Outstanding. 8:10 on the clock here, third quarter. Little outlet pass to Pollard, making some moves, and he's going to be short of the first down, maybe by 4 yards. So 6-yard gain, bringing up what it looks like a 2nd and 4. I know, Dark. I messed up. Like I said, I didn't start my players correctly. I barely got out of bed in time for my stream, so I didn't set up my fantasy football lineup. So I had Lamar on the bench. So there's a 10-point difference between what Baker got me and Lamar got me. And with that catch, like Chimera said, I've officially fallen behind in fantasy football. So now I've got to catch up and make a miracle happen next week, which I got faith. I got faith. And we've got a flag on the play on the jet sweep. I'm guessing this is going to be a holding call. But Chimera, you saved me, man. That 8 points that I was able to get from Edwards-Helaire, Claire from the Chiefs, probably going to make a big difference potentially in this 2-week matchup. Ooh, clipping on the offense. You don't see that penalty very often. And with 7:25, that's going to back up the Cowboys. So NFL ref saying that's actually not a good call. That's not clipping. That's a cut block. That's a cut block. Bad call by the refs against the Cowboys there. Man, Dark, you had a good day in fantasy football, my guy. 2nd and 19 after the penalty, and they're resetting the game or play clock. Center for the Cowboys kind of smiling and laughing, shaking his head, I think, at the ref a little bit. Dak kills the play at the line of scrimmage. You hear it, kill, 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 kill. Trips bunch formation here for the Cowboys on the right side. Motion. And going to be a handoff, and nowhere on it. Maybe a gain of 2. Going to bring up a 3rd and 17. And Dak, though, been making some big 3rd and long throws today for the Cowboys. Let's see if he can continue it. 6:25 here in the 3rd, ticking it down. And Sidney Brown, the rookie safety here for the Eagles, makes a great tackle. If I'm not mistaken, Sidney Brown out at University of Illinois. 3rd and 15 officially. Dak from an empty backfield. Having to climb up the pocket. He's going to run and definitely not going to get there, but there's a flag on the play. I'm guessing it's going to be a holding call. Let's see what it is. It is going to be a hold against the Cowboys. So back them on up. And that's against Badiaz again. Badiaz, the center of the Cowboys, his 2nd penalty on this drive. And he absolutely just gets power rushed by Brandon Graham and somehow loses that matchup. Brandon Graham, I don't think really known for his power rushing, but able to drive the center back for the Cowboys there. Now 3rd and 25 after the penalty, 5:50 and ticking here in the 3rd quarter. Dang, Dark, you had a great day in fantasy football. 32, 35, 14 points from your defense. Toss play going right. Pollard and only going to be gain of 3. Ball looks like it's at the 40-yard line, basically, of the Eagles. Would be a 58, 59-yard field goal. And Aubrey, I believe that's the punter. No, the kicker. Aubrey's coming out for the field goal attempt from 59 yards for the Cowboys. Already made a 60-yarder. Let's see if he makes it. If he misses, though, would give the Eagles great field position. Honestly, if I'm the Cowboys defense, or team, I would take this punt. But let's see. Kick is up. And my God, right down the middle. Could have made that possibly from 62 or 63 yards potentially. And with that, Aubrey going to extend the lead of the Cowboys 27-13 now with 4:49 in the third. What a kick. Let's see. A former soccer player coming on to kick for the Cowboys. And my God, dude, that had 4 or 5 yards. That could have been almost 65-yarder. We might have to start talking about this young man for the Cowboys. Played soccer at Notre Dame. There he is. Texas youth football. Cowboys kicker. Bro, I'm not going to lie. This man got me inspired. I got to go see if I can kick still. My God. 7 of 7 from 50 plus yards in his this season. He's a rookie. My God, what a great kicker. The Cowboys might have finally found their solution at kicker. Cowboys fans are rejoicing somewhere. Ball goes through the back of the end zone, and with that, Eagles are going to try to make some magic here. Down by, was that 14, I believe? So 2-score game. First and 10. Ball at the 25 of the Eagles. Dallas brings a blitz. Picked up well. That's a first down reception. And A.J. Brown brought down at what looks like maybe the 38. Past the 40, I'm sorry. So it's the 43. My apologies, I believe. 4:30 and taken. Eagles looking like they're moving to a no-huddle offense. Might need to really change the pace to negate some of this pass rush from the Cowboys. Let's see if it pays off. Handoff going up the middle. That's DeAndre Swift. Makes a good move. Going right, and a gain of maybe 6 or 7. As we're counting down to 4 minutes here. And here we are on this run play. Right guard, left guard, left tackle, pull on the play. Good blocking, and DeAndre Swift with just good, patient running. 3:55, 2nd and 3 officially. Hurts from the shotgun. Handoff going up the middle, little inside zone, and nothing much on the play. Maybe 1.5 yards. Going to bring up 3rd and short at about the 50-yard line for the Eagles. And looks like we have the tush push. Let's see if they go. They do, and they definitely easily get this new set of downs here for the Eagles. Again, would not be surprised if they took a shot deep. I would. Let's see if they do. .245. Still waiting for the snap. Play action. Hurts rolling right. Got his tight end. Go there. Got her. I'm sorry. And another first down and still going. Brought down at the 31 of the Eagles. Eagles almost in the red zone. Jonathan Thompson's best football game ever. It is a pretty good game right now. It's definitely not over. With one team leading, I don't know, it gives like a sense of expectation from one team and a sense of like, I don't know, trying to make the comeback from the other. And that's why Eagle fans love their coach. They had fans standing outside the Eagle Stadium with signs saying, "Run the ball." What did Nick Sirianni do? Sent them some free coffee. Hurts rolling out right. Cowboys looking for a holding call. Devonta Smith wide open the end zone and off his hands. Unable to connect. And that's the story of this game for Eagles fans right now. Going to bring up a 3rd and 11. And that could have been a game changer for the Eagles. Let's watch this. Devonta Smith in the slot, goes inside, works back out to the outside, heading towards the outside pylon, back corner, and just off his fingertips, inches. 125. Again, ball now actually on the 33-yard line, of the Cowboys. Hurts looking right, goes there on a slant. That's A.J. Brown, and not much on the play. Maybe a gain of 3 and bringing up a 4th down, and we expect the Eagles field goal unit to come out. And A.J. Brown trying to throw some hands with a Cowboys defender. Johnny Kelso says, "Come on, Eagles, move them chains." I know they got to get something. Oh, and it looks like the Eagles might be going for it. 4th and 9, and the Eagles look like they're going for it. Probability, next gen stat, 34% they can go for it, but the recommendation is to go for it according to next gen stats. Hurts from shotgun. Cowboys bring some pressure. He gets it off, but Devonta Smith going to be rallied to and tackled only for a 2-yard gain. And with that, the Cowboys going to get the Eagles to turn over on downs with 25 seconds here in the 3rd quarter. Eagles fans are punching walls somewhere. Great job, Stephon Gilmore making the tackle there for the Cowboys on a huge 4th down stop for the Cowboys. And like there's Jalen saying, "God, dude, I'm running for my life right now." Cowboys handoff going left, and going to be a good gain, maybe about 4 on the play. And that's probably going to bring the end of the 3rd quarter. And with that, the Cowboys are leading 27-13 as we prep here for the 4th quarter. I know Cowboys fans excited. They only traded a 5th-round pick for Stephon Gilmore from the Bills. You know, I'm not even going to lie, guys. I'm slightly excited and hoping that the Cowboys really score another touchdown or 2, run some time off the clock, and put this game away, because your boy is starving. I have not eaten dinner yet, and I've got my dinner leftovers from last night. What we made last night is we took some chicken, I put it in the crock pot, I slow cooked it for about 4 hours. Did the classic trending recipe where you do a bottle of Buffalo Wild Wings garlic Parmesan sauce, 8 ounces or a block of cream cheese, and about a cup of milk. Let that slow cook down for about 4 hours. And then instead of doing pasta, I steamed some broccoli, and I served it basically over some fresh broccoli and some baby roasted nibbler potatoes. So they're only about yay big. So I used that garlic Parmesan lemon sauce from the shredded chicken in the crock pot. to go over the broccoli and the potatoes. And honestly, girlfriend absolutely loved it with the broccoli. A little heavy, the chicken by itself, so it definitely has to pair with something. But broccoli works beautiful with it. Everyone loves garlic parmesan chicken broccoli. You know what I'm saying? Classic combo. Honestly, even talking about it, making my mouth water. Jonathan says Eagles are getting crushed by the Cowboys. They are. Cowboys are trying to show right now, well, Niners, if you can do it, we can do it. Basically, I think they're trying to make a statement showing that maybe that game against the Niners was a little bit of a fluke. But we'll see. But of course, so I've got those leftovers for tonight, but I also made some fresh rice earlier that I've got in the fridge. So I'm going to serve that shredded garlic parmesan chicken over a fresh bed of rice. And oh, delicious. I've been thinking at least. Oh, apologies. Dark says, me and Jonathan called it. Hey, you making me hungry. Hey, I know. That's how it. Let me give y'all a fast food hack. If you ever go into Wendy's, get you that biggie bag. Get you the crispy chicken BLT. Now, I don't like mayo, so I get it with no mayo. But the key thing is here, you have to tell them sub out the cheese for Asiago cheese. Asiago pairs really well with bacon, especially on that sandwich. And Ferguson gonna lose yards on the catch. Maybe that'll help me in fantasy football. Doubt it, since technically PPR, he gets a point for catching. But the real way you finish that Wendy's sandwich, so again, you get Asiago cheese on your chicken sandwich at Wendy's. When they ask you what sauce you want for your nuggets, you tell them you want cheese sauce. It's a 50 cents charge. It's worth it. Use that cheese sauce not only with your nuggets, but your fries, and I'm telling you, you'll never eat Wendy's the same again. 3rd and 9. Double stack formation here for the Cowboys. Really interesting formation. We've got an offside. Dak's just going to launch it since he's got a free ball. Dark says Cowboys should have won the first game. Ooh, controversial. I know. Honestly, I'm so hungry and so tired. I want to be able to call the stream. But with this being a 14-point game and 14 minutes left, there's way too much to call this for any team. I know Eagle fans are not happy right now. Can we talk about how Jalen Carter, despite that penalty, was a steal? Excuse me. Third and 4. Prescott got a man over the middle, and that's CeeDee Lamb for another first down. He's dancing on the ground. 14 minutes and ticking here in the 4th. Got to give a lot of credit to CeeDee Lamb, like they said. Here we go! Do my best Dak Prescott impression. And yeah, Jonathan, Cowboy fans are very happy right now, but there's still more to go. Bro, I can literally read his on. Guys, hold on. I can literally read Mike McCarthy's playbook. Backed up 6, logo zone, gold zone, high field, plus 20, plus 16, plus 35, plus 21. I can literally read the play calls on Mike McCarthy's play sheet right now. That is crazy. 2nd and 6. Ball at the 45-yard line of the Cowboys. They're looking to get across field and put this game away. Play action. Dak got a good pocket. Got a man over the middle and off the hands of his tight end, like I'd like to see. 3rd and 6. Third and 6. Dak going to the right side and great coverage, and they're going to throw a flag on Bradbury. Might have been playing through the defender for that, but looked like a good play. I'm not going to lie, guys. I am going to get a snack. I got some Baby Bell. And they are going to call pass interference on the Eagles. I don't know if that's a good call, to be honest with you. Devontae Turpin is a 153-pound wide receiver. That is nuts, guys. 1st and 10 after the pass interference. Ball on the 45 now of the Eagles. Run going right guard off tackle and gaining maybe about 3 or 4 on the play. And they're talking about Dak has really taken his game level to the next level this year in the West Coast offense. 2nd and 7. Got a man. And oh my God! Leaps over, man. That's Ferguson with a huge first down for the Eagles. That's going to hurt me in fantasy. Ferguson playing on the team I'm playing against. Brandon Cooks on a screen pass left and pretty good gain and maybe about 7 on the play. Going to bring the ball to the 27-yard line. And Dark says, do you think the Cowboys should have traded Elliott? I do think so. I think the Cowboys were ready to move on from him. Probably freed up some good amount of cap money. And it allowed them to make some other moves. So I think it was a good move. And look at that. Brandon Cooks averaging 13.7 yards a catch this season for 5 touchdowns. That is outstanding. Run going left, and Eagles there to swallow it up. No gain on the play. Going to bring up a 3rd and 3 or 4th. 3 or 4. That's so nuts how you can read those play calls. I would love to zoom in on that more. Officially a 3rd and 3. Trips right for the Cowboys. Stacked formation. Dak looking there. Looking back over the center. Going deep. He's got a man. And unable to come up with a catch. Out of bounds. That's Brandon Cooks looking to make a 6 touchdown catch on the season. Dark says, I think Pollard's ready to be a starter. To be honest, I agree. He looks like a starter out there. He has a weird gait. He covers a lot of ground quickly. Kick is up, 45-yard attempt here, and another one good for the Dallas kicker, adding on to the total. Dallas now up 30-13, and some of y'all call it a 40-14 game, man. You're not too far off right now. Not going to be able to hit that 14, but I'd say 13 is damn close. Jonathan says, I'm trying to stay awake, but I'm tired. And Dark says, I need 10 points for my call to be right. I know. Dark, if you even get to 37-13, I would call you right, in my opinion. If Dallas scores one more touchdown for this game, I would absolutely be like, damn, Dark called it, basically. Exactly. Does look like potentially a 40-13 game. I feel you, Jonathan, dude. I am starting to go quickly. Like, I'm so tired. During the Ravens game, it took a lot out of me. I had like 4 shots of espresso in me. Whereas for this game, I started drinking alcohol and of course, I've already stopped drinking for the night. Dark says, clip it. I know, especially if it does enter like 40-13. I need to clip it. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm looking forward to bed. Me and the girlfriend, we just bought a brand new. We upgraded from a queen bed to a king mattress. And as a bigger guy, you might not be able to tell. I'm like 6'3", 230. I'm a kind of a bigger guy. Going from a queen to a king. On a queen, my feet hang off the edge. So getting a king has been wonderful. And thank you to Mattress Firm. We got a free adjustable mattress frame with the purchase of an $800 plus mattress. So we got a $1,600 mattress for basically $800, and then got a $500 bed frame that moves and adjusts basically with it for free. Then on top of it, the guy was like, hey, you seem pretty cool. I actually lose money when I have them. Like when I deliver our mattresses, it's different. But the base is from a different company. He's like, so when I actually deliver the base, I kind of lose money. So he's like, I'll give you a deal. He's like, I'll get rid of all taxes on the sale, basically, as a discount, if you're willing to come pick up the mattress base yourself whenever it comes and gets shipped in. And I was like, bet. We're buying an $800 mattress and to wipe off basically $80 by coming and picking it up myself at a later date. Sold. So we got, that brand new king mattress with the king pillows and, I've had so many neck and back issues lately that I'm looking forward to it. We joked about it a little bit with Penguin, me kicking. I would love to play in the NFL, but my body could not keep up with it, So, we've got some serious injuries. So, update, Jonathan Hankins officially out with an ankle injury. Cornerback Jordan Lewis, dehydration, probable return. Malik Hooker for the Cowboys, safety, ankle, probable to return. And Cam Jurgens, the guard for the Eagles, had chest injury, questionable to return. So some big losses on both sides of the ball, in my opinion. Defense suffering for the Cowboys and a big guard missing out for the Eagles now. And that's A.J. Brown with a short cast right. Going to be a gain, maybe about 6 on the play. Chimera says, bro, I just saw a Twitter clip of Mahomes openly blaming the refs while handshaking Allen. What a sore loser. The handshake was probably after the ref thing. So, as you calm down, you got to give respect where respect's due. I'll have to look into that a little bit. Mahomes was being a little bit of a crybaby today. It happens to every team, like literally every team. And J-Ron Curse down now for the Cowboys, kind of rocking a little bit. Might have a little bit of a back spasm. 9:35 here in the fourth. Eagles on a 2nd 4 as soon as we get back from the injury timeout for the Cowboys. And if he goes down, that would be the 4th defensive player down for the Cowboys tonight. Dark says, will you stream tomorrow? I might. Tomorrow is it Dolphins Titans? What's the game tomorrow? and able to skip off on his own power. We're hoping he's okay. That would be a heartbreaker for Dallas to start losing some players to injury. So yeah, tomorrow, Dolphins, Titans. I might not. I'm not sure yet. Your boy's been playing a lot of Skyrim lately again. I actually never played Skyrim before, so weirdly, like 10 years later, I'm just now playing Elder Scrolls, and I'm enjoying every second of it right now. I actually restarted twice already. Hurts got a man. That's a first down, and going to be tackled at about the 41-yard line of the Eagles. So Eagles almost at midfield. You know, I might take a day off dark tomorrow just because I can feel my voice is really starting to struggle right now after calling 2 games today. But we'll see about it. I know I do want to watch if Tyreek makes history. That's for sure. And A.J. Brown with a catch left and another first down for the Eagles, making some magic happen right now. Another pass to Brown, but only going to be a gain of maybe 4 on the play. 8:15 ticking here in the 4th. Oh, that's tough because there's 2 games going on. You've got Titans and Dolphins and Giants Packers. It's like I slightly want to stream for the Packers, but I also know Grossi is going to dominate that market tomorrow. That's why I keep saying, Dark, if Tyreek Hill hits 2,000 yards, there's got to be like no conversation for an MVP, right? Currently sitting at 1,481, so might not be time to watch Tyreek yet, but and honestly, of course, we've got to talk about after the season. Tyreek's having a Hall of Fame season right now with Tua. We're rolling a weird wax ball from my wax left over from my cheese. And we've got an offsides here, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down. Of course, everyone's going to talk that offsides call right there, but it wasn't in the Bills Chiefs game. Screen play to Brown and able to get another first down. Now down at what looks like the 34-yard line of the Cowboys. Yeah, Tyreek's playing just outstanding right now. Like, Hurts got a man over the middle as Devonta Smith makes a few man miss and ball's out. Oh no, Eagles fans. A fumble. Oh no, and ruled a catch and fumble by the Eagles, recovered by the Cowboys at the, I believe, 15-yard line. Let's see, is the ball out? That ball is absolutely out. Number 14 of the Cowboys able to punch the ball out. Number 28 able to recover for the Cowboys. Absolute gut punch for the Eagles right now. Another fumble turnover in the 4th quarter, down, and as you make a big play to get into the red zone, absolute gut punch heartbreaker for Eagles Nation. What a sequence of plays, guys. Poor Eagles fans right now. And again, I've said it a few times, but we're going to say it again. Eagle fans are punching the wall somewhere right now. No, my ball. That's what I'm saying. If Cowboys, after that fumble, dude, this game is like, shit, dude, over. If they even take like 4 minutes off the clock, basically you can mark my words for this. And I mean, it's pretty obvious, so nothing like revelatory here. But for every second now that the Cowboys own the time of possession and the clock here in the fourth quarter after that turnover, literally every second they hold the ball, the win per chance or probability that the Eagles can make a comeback is dropping by the second. Dark's hoping for that 40-13 game, man. That would be nuts, Dark. If that happens, I'm going to have you start calling all my predictions. All right, Chimera. Chimera says, I'm going to dip and head to bed. Go Bills later. Later, my guy. Thanks for hanging out all this time, my guy. I know I'm starting to like lose focus and get tired myself. I'm trying to at least make sure I can see this through to the point like I can say there is no chance the Eagles come back and win this game after I cut the stream so that I can go finally eat some dinner. Might play some Skyrim tonight. Maybe go hang with a girlfriend, watch some shows. Yeah, and with 6:38, Cowboys are going to get the ball back. Ball now on the 12-yard line of the Cowboys. Pollard running out right, and no gain on the play. And that's the crazy, like they're talking about right now. You've won all season using basically 3 superstars to win most of your games. And then in this game, those 3 superstars all have fumbles, basically. Like huge fumbles. All right. And after that, that's funny. The Cowboys have the turnover cage. Whenever they get turnovers, they sign the balls and put it in the cage. That's hilarious. Dan Quinn's little tradition for the Cowboys defense. I like that, actually. Later, my guys. For everyone that's dipping out, I appreciate y'all. We just hit 888 views. We're hitting those triple-digit numbers. The lucky number, 777-888. I'd love to hit 1,000 views. 891. I'd love to hit 1,000 views before the end of the stream, but we'll see if we get there. 3rd and 5. Dak going deep. Got a man. Oh, it looks like a catch by Gallup. They're saying catch. Down at, I believe, the 45 of the Eagles. A huge play by the Cowboys. They're trying to make this a 40-point game. Oh my God, look at that throw by Dak. What an MVP style throw. Quick little pass to the right. That's his tight end, Ferguson, and going to be just short of a first down, and we've got a flag on the play. 4:30 ticking here in the fourth quarter. That's going to be an ineligible man downfield for the Cowboys, so bring that play back and probably back them up 5, bringing up a 1st and 15. And actually, they pick up the flag, so oh my gosh, apologies. Actually, going to be a 2nd and short now after the catch. And of course, if y'all don't know, the Ravens actually have Sunday Night Football next week. So if you make sure if you're here, guys, come back next week. If you don't see me before then, 8:20, I'll be covering, of course, Ravens versus Jaguars on Sunday Night Football. 2nd and 3 after the short game by the tight end Ferguson. 4 minutes officially on the clock. Expecting an inside zone run here from the Cowboys. They do go there. And another first down by Pollard. Ooh, my God, guys. And Philly is going to lose this game. Officially moved to 10-3. Dallas will move to 10-3 to tie them. Definitely looks like Dallas has the harder schedule remaining. Philly's got Seattle, New York Giants, Arizona, while Dallas has Buffalo, Miami, Detroit, Washington. Getting close there on the NFC side. I know Niner fans are a little happy that I think that'll give them the lead now in the NFC, officially give them back the number 1 seed over the Eagles. So I know they're ecstatic over there in 49ers Nation. But all right, guys, with that, I'm going to officially call it for tonight. The Cowboys are continuing to run this clock. They're up more than 2 scores with 2:50 officially left here in the clock. Eagles are not using any of their timeouts, meaning they know this game's over. They have all 3 still. With that being said, guys, congratulations to Dallas Cowboy fans on a great victory tonight over the Philadelphia Eagles. Dak really looks like probably the best passing quarterback in the NFL right now, by far. It's like true passing. Dak looks just outstanding. And Cowboy fans have a lot to be excited about. I hope Cowboy fans, I hope all your injuries, including Hankins, were minor and they get healthy. To continue to battle and bang up the 49ers. But yeah, with that, thank you every single one of y'all for coming and joining us here tonight on Darwin's Raven, a.k.a. D-Rave, a.k.a. Levi. My YouTube statistic told me today 90% of my viewers are not subscribers. So please, please, please hit that like and subscribe button before you head out tonight. We'll be trying to do a lot more content here in the future. Like my boy Joe Swanson says, smash that like button. And with that, congratulations, Cowboys fans, Cowboys Nation. And maybe we'll see you in the Super Bowl. Thank you, Dark. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you, Chimera, and everyone who's been a part of the chat tonight. I'm getting flashbanged by this Verizon commercial with Red. Y'all are some serious MVPs, and I truly appreciate y'all. D-Rave, signing out.